today and activities we surround them, they very interesting because a lot of buzz was happen as the presidential candidates were invited to talk to Nigerians about things we didn't do differently. And of course, President Bola Tinubu wasn't there, but had a representative. Atiku Abubakar was not there. Chibika Amechi represent him. And there was this buzz between Amechi and Shawore. So there's close your mouth when people we don't get experience they talk. Waiting be your own experience. That the kind of thing when they do and when they talk about Shawore also is trust them that you need to ever give up. People we talk so much like us, so we get control. But that buzz happened. P2B also spoke, and there was this, bright atmosphere that happened. And I'll play you all of those drama that happened. But beyond that, very troubling story. For those who say they bring bad news all the time, make on a no vex. And I work to tell them I'm waiting they happen for Nigeria. I no go manufacture them. Did you know that about 5,987 NKST members, that is the Universal Reformed Christian Church, only now don't lose over almost 6,000 members, as about 753 of their churches so far for Benue alone, now they don't born. And then another report, according to Amnesty International, carry and say about 680 something villages now don't be displaced for inside Nigeria. How can a country continue like this with this kind of disaster every day? It is so unfortunate. So as election they come up, where EBC people they talk, campaigns don't start, how can we address this? Because the NKST church, they demand, say, before they do this ranching, what they want to do for Benue State, excuse me, Mr. President, return people first to their villages. We dare you. It is easier to return people to their villages to say you won't come build ranches. Why has it been very difficult? Why that difficult task for any president to do for Nigeria? I will get answer to that. But welcome to Updates with Precious. Another beautiful day to bring you updates of all the things that they share for inside our country. My name is Precious in here. Always sweet my belly to bring on an update. Make a quickly go drink some more water, come back. When I come back, we'll go dive straight into the matter. We'll begin with the drama we concern the NBA conference. But before that, don't forget to click on the subscription button, like and share this post, especially if it's your first time to join us or you're subscribed now. Subscribe, make I beg you. Oh yeah, so kindly subscribe, like and share, follow us like your village people. Let's take a quick break. We'll be right back. All right, so it's safe to say Eid Mubarak to all my Muslim brothers where they join us for inside this platform, and Muslim faithful where they join us for inside here. Eid Mubarak to you, and I pray say the blessings of Eid will up forever day with you and your family as we celebrate the Eid holiday, Eid Malud holiday tomorrow. All right, let's get started very quickly. I'll just give you the headlines, and then we'll get straight into the drama where we see play out for the NBA conference. Where do I start from? Because there's a lot to talk about. But let's go straight to the dailies. We'll go see things and we'll share. Now we hear that suspected herdsmen reportedly kill 5,987 NKST members, destroy churches in Benue State alone. This statement, and the statement that said the church bring up by themselves. Now, the Universal Reformed Christian Church, and I be the name of the church, popularly known as NKST. I think Nungu Christi, get the way they use column. We'll talk about that. Now, they said they have rejected the federal government's proposed pilot ranching program in Benue State. The federal government said they want to start with Benue, Abuja, Plateau. I think they named about 560, so they won't use that. But they don't talk in a line. Say they not agree, may they not use their state start at all. Say these states name now all APC states, but they're saying that they won't. Now, they say the government should prioritize the return and resettlement of displaced communities before considering ranching projects. I mean, how can you have people of mostly a particular ethnic group and a particular tribe, as it were, a particular religion, cause others to run away from their ancestral home? Some of them don't rename these people their ancestral homes. Some of them, they occupy their ancestral homes. And you can't tell them, say, you want to go bring people from that extraction, make them build ranches. Oh, God, that's what the church is actually trying to say. That no, if you know you mean well because you want peace, because you want to do ranching, start by ensuring, say, you make sure, say, these people, then we say, these people displaced, make them get back to their places of residence. And that's a bone of contention. But how possible is that? Because, this issue of insecurity, they like one tough bone for successive administration through to the no fit just control. The no fit just Komotam. Now, the church said 5,987 of its members have been killed and 753 worship centers destroyed in attacks that they blamed on armed Fulani herdsmen in Benue State and neighboring states. So the NKST stated its position in a statement by the General Secretary of its Synod Executive Committee, Reverend Targba. Now, Targba said the church was not opposed to peaceful livestock farming or efforts by the federal government to find a lasting solution to the recurring conflicts between farmers and herders. However, said selecting Benue as a pilot state for a ranching program was unacceptable, considering the scale of killings, displacement, and destruction suffered by the communities in the state. Benue State, for purpose of data, I didn't get the largest number of IDP, that is people living in IDP. Benue State, of course, followed by other states. Now, according to him, thousands of displaced people are still unable to return to their ancestral communities, making their restoration and resettlement a more urgent priority. Now, he said Benue is not merely a geographical space available for government experimentation, according to him. He said the state is predominantly an agrarian society. That is saying a farming and this ability do. Its land is the ancestral inheritance. Say now their ancestral inheritance, but the economic foundation and livelihood of millions of people. That's what they talk. They say he noted that generations of Benue people had cultivated their ancestral lands and built homes, churches, schools, hospitals, markets, and other institutions. All of them don't run away from that now. Why you be say you won't come build this? You won't build ranch. If you build ranch, when you be say the owners of the land, don't they? Have you done what you have pleased their oppressors and displeased them where they're oppressed? That's the bottom line of it in the try talk. Now, Lagos Assembly begins review of Sanwo-Olu's 2026 budget rendering, and troops arrest 3 suspected arms dealers, rescue 6 kidnapped victims in Zamfara State. And Ikire killings, APC accord trade blame over fatal motor park shooting. If you see the shooting today, think about people die because I saw 2 different dead bodies. I can't show you those videos on YouTube, obviously. It is so sad that things have to be going on like this in this country. I don't know why things have to keep happening like this in this country. It is just so shameful and very, very sad. Why say election don't come, don't go, yet things still they go on like this for inside this country. So you just the wonder what is actually the bone of contention between these people. But we'll get back to that conversation later on as we move on to other issues very quickly. So moving on to other issues we'll be sitting for inside the news very quickly. Bandits display kidnapped victims from Niger State Mosque. You know, I told you the other day, say they attack in mosque and kidnap people, where they display them today. You know, as they used to parade victims here with gun and all that to show, say, are we there and are we hold them? That says, okay. And then Malud public holiday. Families struggle to afford food, chickens amid hardship. That is, they say people don't even feel buy food, chicken and all that. This na Islamic holiday where people supposed to chop large, but people cannot even afford food. Kwara APC PDP trade words over attack in Ilorin. 2027 APC National Chair Yewata meets Yari in Abuja, and police warn Yobe politicians, youths against violence ahead of 2027 elections. 2027 APC disowns Abayomi Hunye as its Ogun governorship candidate. And Atiku accuses Tinubu of favoring oil companies with tax incentives and rising petrol prices. So, you know, the Gbasbo see they go on petrol subsidy. Ido Maliud, Remi Tinubu urges Muslims to emulate Prophet Muhammad's virtues. And then when politicians are talking, close your mouth. Amici tackles Shawari. People should stop that. Why I sought amendment to Assembly Judiciary Financial Autonomy laws. That now waiting to say Okpebolo they talk, the governor of Edo State. And then Benue government once against destruction of public utilities and billboards. 5 injured in transport unions clash in Kwara State. Wow, thank God say no deaths. And Adamawa Islamic teacher remanded for allegedly defiling 2 minors. Okay, so let's just move to other issues very quickly. Well, we don't have time. Now, 2027, Obi disagrees with Atiku on subsidy, faults mismanagement of proceeds. And let's see what we have here again. Adeleke receives new Osun CP, demands release of detainees. Two elderly men arrested over alleged attempted rape of 12-year-old girl. That's just really sickening. And then don't be overwhelmed by Tinubu's appointment, PDP tells Yari. Oh my goodness. Let's move on to other issues very quickly. So moving on, Peter Obi supports fuel subsidy removal, says funds should be better managed. And then Oyo government condemns exclusion of Makinde from Ibadan Ijebu Ode road flag off. He's not an APC member. People should leave him. Now, Adeleke releases 500 million relief fund to Osun election violence victims. And then, okay. So for those of you that in Nigeria want to jackpot, they say Canada don't announce recruitment of nurses, dentists, pharmacists, psychologists, others. So in case you're interested in psychologists from Nigeria and other countries, in case you're interested, please make sure you do the necessary and apply. And then Imam Yahya Jingir began supporting APC Muslim ticket after receiving 600 million donation from Tinubu. Did you hear that? That Imam will be say in they support Muslim tickets, and it will be Muslim. They say that because of he start to support that after ABC received 600 million naira from President Bola Tinubu. And you could just wonder 600 million. I saw that video and I kind of overlooked it, even though it was in Hausa language. But let me read it out to you since I think People's Gazette has a story here. So Plateau-based Islamic cleric Yahya Jingiri intensified his support for the All Progressives Congress APC Muslim ticket after receiving donations of 600 million naira. That is over $500 million from Ibrahim Masari, Special Advisor to President Bola Tinubu and Governor of Yobe State, Mai Malami Buni. I then given 600 million to do what exactly? Now, a viral video of Mr. Masari and an ally and essay on political affairs to Mr. Tinubu, announcing the donation of 600 million naira by him and Mr. Buni to Mr. Jingir-led Religious University Project, emerged on the internet Monday. So he said, I too have given 300 million, and my brother, the governor of Yobe State, has also given 300 million, bringing the total to 600 million. Give us the account details so we can transfer the money right now. In that video, unfortunately, I just didn't cut that out to play for you because in response, Mr. Masari's donation, the cleric doubled down on the campaign for a Muslim ticket. Immediately, now he say, so we are very grateful. May Allah reward you. Let me stop here, Mr. Jingi said, and asking the crowd, in the name of the university, the private, in the name of, he said, I want education to be established to both Muslims and Christians and be successful. But then he started chanting Muslim in support of the same faith, in that conversation. And people now said, oh, was it money all along? And we see make they make that support when they support. Now money, now be the driving force. While others said that, people have the right to who they want to support. But now people's going to get that story. Meanwhile, Governor of Cross River State, Utu threatens action against traditional rulers over communal clashes. But let's move on to other issues very quickly. Politicians, voters warned against vote buying in 2027 election. Now today, when I see them, what you go do them? That's not the question. You want against it, you want against it. Then when you see them, what do you do to them? Moving on to other things happening in the world, the Syria sentences Assad's former top cleric to life in prison for inciting civil war violence. This year, okay. Nigerian additional mates. Muslim, sorry, I didn't say anything. Moving on. All right, so there should have been an alternative for Nigeria. Nigerians after subsidy removal, P2B insists, as CBC they talk about that issue for inside NBA conference. I'm going to get you highlights of all of that. Meanwhile, 2027, if Tinubu cannot stop the killings, he should make way. Another Islamic cleric, Sheikh Nuruddin Khalid, digital imam, condemns abduction of over 60 worshippers in Niger State. So you see different strokes for different folks. Insecurity, terrorists kill 10,217 Nigerians, sack 638 villagers across Nigeria in the first 2 years under President Bola Tinubu. I didn't write that report. Let me just read it. This is according to Amnesty International. So they said, at least 10,217. You can see that now two different reports get all these figures. So the NKST get their own reports. Now Amnesty International get their own report. But let's just go dig into this. So at least 10,217 people were killed in attacks by armed groups across 7 Nigerian states during the first 2 years of President Bola Tinubu's led government, while hundreds of communities were displaced, according to an investigation by Amnesty International. Now, the human rights organization disclosed this in a report published on May 29, 2025. This now since a year ago, making 2 years since President Bola Tinubu's administration. But right now, a lot of sources talk say these figures don't even increase very, very significantly. They don't increase. So now people they talk say if under 2 years for a report that was published in 2025, we get this figure with the kind of number of deaths we don't happen. I mean, it was between that May last year to this time now what we did. It is scary to see the number of figures we be see don't be affected because the killings just they happen almost every other day. We don't even want to talk about the abductions we be see they happen. Meanwhile, Nigerians do not need new projects just for headlines. Peter Obi blast Tinubu as 8 hours journey takes 2 days, demands urgent fix of existing roads. If you see what people are going through across the roads in Nigeria traveling here, you'll be scared. Now, Peter Obi would have fixed existing roads, invested subsidy savings in electricity, healthcare, education. This now which some Nigerians need to talk as they blast President Tinubu and Omahi as Nigerians continue to suffer because of bad roads for Nigeria. I mean, it's of course the elephant project that we will get of Badagry Sokoto Highway and the Lagos Calabar Coastal Highway. No, it's not Lagos. It's not President Bola Tinubu Coastal Highway. Now, loyalty is now prioritized for political gain. Moalo, now the condemned revenue chairman, Adediji's appointment as APC Deputy Director of Fundraising, he wants about politicization of government agencies, that it breeds bad governance. Meanwhile, Nigeria is poor because it is not productive. Peter B laments hunger, blames bad leadership for dependence in imported goods for survival. Now, Tinubu removed wealth from masses, handed it to elites and governors he could not control, not Nigerians. Social commentators, now they talk this one. And I think, other people also talk this one. I think Abubakar also said this. In Nigeria, they said, so this particular report says, if Nigerians allow Tinubu to have his way in 2027, APC will move from imposing levies on POS operators and solar usage to taxing the oxygen citizens breathe. So if I don't say on no one tax on air, one they breathe, that's what people are saying on the streets of social media. Some people posted. Now, terrorists kidnap Kingpin, Monarch, several other residents in renewed attack in Kwara community. I think we discussed this already. Let's see what we have here again. And there's this question that I've been asked by, I think, Kïll and Makri, and I think it's very thought-provoking. They said, why is Bola Tinubu's file more sacred to your bearer, that is FBI, than the Epstein files that mention Trump's name multiple times? Epstein file, get Trump name multiple times. But this other file no get on a government name. Why be Tinubu on Gondi more important on a past Epstein file? That not the question we be saying. Kïll and Makri, they challenge FBI over withholding of the files of those documents. Now, you remember I told you that the APC chairman in Edo State, the threats and say kill critics, people when they criticize Okwebolo for Facebook. And there are screenshots of him saying that. And it's really very unfortunate. Very unfortunate. Okay, and Obedient Movement condemn appointment of Revenue Chief Zacchaeus Adediji as Tinubu's campaign fundraising deputy chair. People don't condemn him. Played a voice note yesterday from Tinubu where he said he will carry them go court. Nothing could do. He will carry them. Now, 5 years after Reverend Tanko Bulus Barnabas waste away in military detention for training Plateau Christian communities to defend themselves against Islamic terrorists. In case you don't know this man's story, let me just give you a brief story. So 5 years after his arrest, retired Nigerian Air Force officer and Reverend Tanko Bulus Barnabas, that's his name, remains in detention with activists raising fresh concerns over his health and prolonged incarcerations. Now, Barnabas, who served as a warrant officer he served as a warrant officer in Nigerian Air Force, was arrested in September 2021. Yes, September 2021. He has remained in custody in Plateau State, according to reports on his case. Now, his continuous detention has recently drawn attention, more like renewed attention, following concerns raised by human rights campaigners and advocacy groups over his health and the circumstances surrounding his case. So, according to his supporters, Barnabas became involved in efforts to encourage communities facing repeated attacks to defend themselves against armed attackers. So for those of you who say, you should not get gun, don't complain again. You should go and get gun. Defend yourselves, defend yourselves. Person we won't teach family people in village people how to defend themselves. You don't need prison for the past 5 years. In fact, it will soon reach 6 years because now since 2021, now you're under detention. So you can imagine that. You can imagine that. You're teaching your people how to, you're not going to attack. Teaching them how, it was under President Muhammad Buhari's administration, he was detained for teaching his people how to defend themselves. Now, the campaigners argue that his actions were motivated by the need to protect vulnerable communities amid persistent insecurity. However, the allegations surrounding his detention are disputed. Reports on the case have identified formal allegations against him as including disobedience to standing orders, illegal possession of firearms, of course, and ammunition, and conspiracy. He disobeys standing orders. That is, the time you say back out, stop to train your people, you continue. That's it. And then in May 2025, a group of Christian leaders from northern Nigeria appealed to government intervention on Barnabas' case, particularly over his reported health condition that they said was deteriorating. Now, they alleged that he had been detained for an extended period and called for his case to be reviewed. Now, the group also argued that Barnabas' actions could be considered in the context of the security challenge confronting communities in Plateau State, where residents have faced repeated attacks and died, and villages occupied. Now, recent reports have again drawn attention to his condition. Human rights campaigners and online advocacy groups said Barnabas' health was declining while he remained in custody and called for medical attention and review of his case. The military authorities have not, in this recent report, issued a detailed public statement addressing the specific allegations made by his supporters about the circumstances of his detention or his current health condition. Now, Barnabas' case has consequently renewed debate over the treatment of military personnel accused of misconduct, the rights to due process, and the legal limits surrounding community self-defense in areas affected by persistent attacks. For his worshippers, the prolonged detention has become a matter of concern, particularly amid claims that his health is deteriorating. 5 years now, he's been in detention. His crime? Teaching his people how to defend themselves. That's his crime. This is Nigeria. Now, under APC government, major Nigerian roads hit all-time low, while Tinubu awards, of course, commercially significant highway contracts worth over 27 trillion naira to his friend and crony, convicted money launderer Gilbert Chagre. That's how this paper put it. I didn't write it. Now, Nigerian whistleblower, the English Alhaji, raises alarm over assassination attempt on his life and that of his informant after leaking video of wanted terrorists allegedly found in unnamed APC senator's house with Nigerian passports. So that's I think sound bite I played yesterday, or that video I think I played a little bit of a video yesterday of I'm sure you would have seen it on English Alhaji's page. Well, unfortunately, he said his life is in danger. I mean, nothing is impossible in Nigeria, but I pray he stays alive. And then criminals support Tinubu because they need a system where corruption works. Reactions to revelation that die-hard APC supporter Maye busted for impersonating DSS to extort motorists, use stolen money to host space on X for Tinubu. The kind of things that happen in Nigeria, just be questioning yourself. But let's just go to other stories very quickly. Now, Mary Habila buried without autopsy despite mysterious death at Omahi's home. We talked about this burial yesterday. Well, 5 feared killed in Ikire as rival political thugs clash over motor park in Osun State. You know, saying that because of all this wahala, I make the governor been talk, say, you don't want to ban the activities of NURTW, will not want them again. And MCO law challenge the governor. You do not have the right to ban activities of NURTW in any state. That is it now. People are dying. It's unfortunate. ICE arrested 1,380 illegal immigrants in 2 weeks operation in Virginia, Maryland. This according to U.S. government. But let's move on. Nigerian Railway Corporation says wheel defect brake application possibly caused fatal Warri Itakpe train accident. Let's go. Edo House of Assembly impeaches suspended Speaker Agbe Baku. Orders return of government property. Sad. Now, Northern Students Association rejects Balawunti's appointment by Tinubu, demands probe of 210 trillion naira NNPC controversy. So let me read this a bit. So the North Central Zonal Coordinator of the Association of Northern Nigerian Students, Comrade Sagir A. Sardauna, has condemned the appointment of Dr. Bala Wunti as the pioneer chief executive officer of the World Energy Council Nigeria, demanding that the appointment be reversed pending a transparent investigation into unresolved controversies surrounding the Nigerian National Petroleum Company, NNPCL. Now, Sardauna, in a statement issued in Abuja, said the appointment was capable of further eroding public confidence in government institutions and sending dangerous and demoralizing message to Nigerian youth. Now, according to him, Wunti's name had featured alongside that of the former NNPCL Group Managing Director Mele Kyari, former Chief Financial Officer Omar Ajia, and others, other officials in proceedings concerning audit queries involving the figures totaling 210 trillion naira of NNPC money will disappear. So why BC the president couldn't give person we never already did that kind of thing, when they involved or we don't they accused for that kind of thing, can't give them appointment. Say no good now. Say them they not use, they know not at all. Now, President Tinubu mourns veteran Nollywood actor Taiwo Hassan Ogogo. Nigerians, it was so sickening because Nigerians kept saying that, he supported Tinubu vehemently in 2023, and now he said he's down with cancer. He should go and collect his treatment from Asarok. God, Nigerians, let's stop this now. We're better than this. Where did we leave our sympathy now? Please. I know that you guys have the right to be upset, but please, death can happen to anybody. Sickness can happen to anybody. The Nigerian government releases 2026-2027 admission lists for featured university colleges. Let's see what we have here. That's about all. So let me just quickly go ahead and play a bit of that drama for inside the NBA conference. And I'd like to begin with the Shawore versus Amechi case. Or should I just go straight to the full speech by Peter Obi and the reactions that trailed that afterwards? But let's take a listen to Amechi and Shawore first of all. Take a listen.
Who are those from Lagos? There is Lagos Abeokuta. Those from Lagos. There is Lagos Abeokuta. Lagos Ibadan Railway is working or not? In my time, it was working. I don't know what's happening under Tinubu. There is Abuja Kaduna Rail working or not?
What happened?
Now, where are Rivers lawyers? Please take Showore around. Where are the Rivers lawyers who are present? Take Showore around.
Okay.
Showore, I said I built that road. I built this road. I built this primary school. I built that primary school. Showore, what is your experience?
All right, Governor.
When politicians are talking, close your mouth.
Yes. You have a right of reply. Yes. You have the floor.
Chibike Rotimi Amechi, that was too below the belt now. He's a presidential candidate. Remember, you are a vice presidential candidate. You're not a presidential candidate. You go to address a presidential candidate in such a manner now. Well, this particular statement don't elicit a lot of reaction. By the way, let's just go straight to some of the things BC Peter Obi address for inside that NBA conference. We get people talking. Take a listen to it.
Through which people come into office is far more fundamental than what they do in that office. That's where we start. Thank you and God bless you.
God bless you to my president.
me, we have a very serious insecurity problem, which there's a lot of things people can look at. But my own method of looking at it is, first, you need to do a comprehensive overhaul of study of our strategy to security problem today. You need to audit the architecture that is driving that strategy and look at security from human security. So if you are going to deal with the issue of security, you have to do it from two areas. A, you need to look at the issue of poverty. Start tackling poverty and joblessness. The more you put people out of poverty, the more you reduce insecurity. It is a known fact everywhere. Two, when you now do that, you now look at the criminality, some of which my brother has mentioned, and said, on issue of your resources, when you start and tell you, as governor in Anambra State, we pay directly. You need to realign your strategy. You need to support communities. You will reduce it drastically. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Governor Amechi.
Now, we all know how APC came about by several parties coming together.
Question.
Several parties coming together to form the APC. Now, my question goes to Your Excellency, Mr. Rotimi Amechi. You made bold to say that Mr. Sowore cannot win the presidential election. With all due respect, I also make bold to say that, with all due respect, sir, you also cannot win the presidential election. Why can't all of you come together to have one party?
Okay.
Because we all know that Mr. Peter Obi is the most popular of all the candidates here. So why can't you come together and give him the support to go against the status quo? Thank you very much.
We are going to answer the questions that are direct to us. The first is somebody who talked about poverty. Nigeria, let me start by telling you, Nigeria is not a poor country.
This is so shocking. The boldness, more like the audacity way that young man gets when you ask that question. Are you kidding me? All the presidential candidate did there, and you talk, say, Amechi, you know, say you're not going to win the election. So why don't you also come together to support another person? That audacity. Wow. It got a lot of people talking. Let's continue to watch.
Nigeria is poor because those of us who are leaders are stealing the wealth of Nigeria and driving Nigeria into poverty. We can decide Nigeria is poor today because it's not a productive country. Somebody came here and talked about hunger. Yes. Today, Nigeria is one of the hungriest countries of the world. We got worse in the past 3 years, where we now move from where we are to 109 in the hungriest country. Some of you might not know that in the past 2 years, Ukraine, that is at war, gave us grain to fight hunger. We are hungry because Nigeria is not a productive country. If we decide today to invest in critical areas of development, which include pulling people out of poverty, by investing in agriculture, we can make more money from agriculture than we make from oil. Countries are doing it. And I'm going to use 1, 2, 3 countries around us to show example. Today, our most staple food is rice. Nigeria produces less than 10 million tons of unmilled rice. A tiny country like Bangladesh, almost 10 times what Nigeria will produce. Bangladesh size is 148,000 square kilometers. That is the size of Bangladesh. Niger State at 76.3 and Borno at 70.8 put together. If you times it by 3, 66. We can go on and on. Ethiopia is exporting tea, coffee. Everybody, Sierra Leone, small countries. We have Targba, 54,000 square kilometers. We Mambila that can produce tea. Nobody's doing that. We are going to share oil money. Tiny countries like Netherlands produces 120 million ton, 120 billion euros of agricultural material. Without water, there are 33,000 square kilometers. Niger State is 76.3, so it's 2.5 times the size of Netherlands. I can go on and on. So we don't have any problem with poverty.
Okay.
What we have is that we need to move the country from consumption to production. When you have people stealing public money, let me tell you what you do. You kill entrepreneurship.
Okay.
Because people are making money without contributing anything. You keep professionalism because people are making money without producing anything. You kill hard work. That is it.
Okay.
So that is not that particular question. The next question I was asked particularly is you keep professionalism because people are making money without producing anything. You kill hard because people are making money without producing anything. You kill hard work. That is it.
Okay.
So that is not that particular question. The next question I was asked particularly is issue of religion. Somebody mentioned issue of people being stronger than government. Nobody is stronger than government. It is the people in government that are allowing the rascality to continue. Otherwise, we have law. And nobody is above the law anywhere. Otherwise, let that person who is stronger than government go to even Cotonou here and do it. They will arrest him. But they are here causing confusion.
Okay.
There's question of ethnicism. We don't have ethnic or religious problem. It is politicians that are dividing us. No tribe buys bread cheaper. No tribe buys food cheaper. It's politicians that are dividing us because we don't want to be divided. And finally, all is fair in politics. Yes, all is fair in politics because when people have broken the rules and everything, today in Nigeria, we have a situation where we are saying, what is our qualification to be president? None of you know. What is qualification to be president of Nigeria or governor? Nobody knows.
It's in the Constitution.
No, it's in the Constitution. Our own National Assembly said that forgery is not an offense in electoral matter. Our own assembly said that nothing is. So when we have a case of where we, the leaders, a case of where lunatics have taken over the asylum and decided to cancel all laws that makes it work. All is fair because that's what we need to sustain the rascality.
I don't know if I heard you correctly. Did you say the National Assembly said funding is not? Is that what you said?
Forgery! You know that? Huh? Yes! Forgery! Forgery is no longer an offense in a electoral matter. So because of it now, we have all is fair. You can't have it anywhere.
No, Dr. Peter, I think let's put it into perspective. What they did to the electoral act was to say that non-qualification was no longer a election competition.
That is forgery. That is it. Non-qualification. So there's no qualification. That means all is fair. All is fair is all is fair.
But it's still a criminal case.
No, it's an electoral matter. In electoral matter. If you remove it in electoral matter, why are you going to say it's a problem in another matter? We remove it where it is. The process through which than what they do in that office. That's where we start. Thank you and God bless.
God bless you to my president.
Right, so these are some of the highlights of waiting happen for the NBA conference. Make a look whether I get some more way busy. I will even show you. Here, I don't know how talking. I hope it's the one. So you see.
You lose the election on January 16th, 2027. Would you accept the outcome? Yes or no?
No, if it's not fair.
No, if it's not fair. Governor Duke?
Why should I accept something that is wrong? I agree with him. If it's not fair, I will not accept it. Doesn't mean I go to the court. I may not go to the court, but personally, I will not accept it.
Governor Obi?
I win.
Lawan?
Did you hear that?
Definitely, if it is free and fair, we accept. If not, we will not accept.
Governor Amechi?
There will be no need for the question. We are the most tribalized candidates, if you look at where we're coming from. So we will win. We are not Yoruba, we are not Igbo, we are not Hausa, we are Nigerian candidates.
There is no way we can win if we don't fight. And there's no way we can lose since we are fighters. Yes, we will win. No, we will not accede if it's not free, fair, and credible.
Okay, so that question was thrown at the candidates on whether they go accede, accept defeat if it be said they lose the election. And you hear the reaction and response way all of them give to that question. And this really got a lot of people talking. And I think it's very important, especially now we BC campaigns on start, because we get issue-based discussions. This, to even help us know people we BC, they even want leaders, we they even aspire to leaders. Who they be? What are they about? Well, here are other highlights of the event we happened.
We are going to share oil money. Tiny countries like Netherlands produces 120 million. We have that we need to move the country from consumption to production. When you have people stealing public money, let me tell you what you do. You kill entrepreneurship. Okay. Because people are making money without contributing anything. You keep professionalism because people are making money without producing anything. You kill hard work. That is it. Okay. So that is that particular question. The next question I was asked particularly is issue of religion. Somebody mentioned issue of people being stronger than government. Nobody is stronger than government. It is the people in government that are allowing the rascality to continue. Otherwise, we have law. And if nobody is above the law anywhere, otherwise, let that person who is stronger than government go that people go to do here and do it. They will arrest him. But they are here causing confusion. Okay. The question of ethnicity, we don't have ethnic or religious problem. It is politicians that are dividing us. No try find bread cheaper. No try find food cheaper. It's politicians that are dividing us because we don't want to be divided. And finally, all is fair in politics. Yes, all is fair in politics because when people have broken the rules and everything, today in Nigeria, we have a situation where we are saying, what is our qualification to be president? None of you know. What is qualification to be president of Nigeria government? Nobody knows.
It's in the Constitution.
Our Constitution is the biggest problem we have.
Our own National Assembly said that forgery is not an offense in a electoral matter. Our own assembly said that nothing is. So when we have a case of where we leaders, a case of where lunatics have taken over the asylum and decided to cancel all law that makes it work. So all is fair because that's what we need to sustain the rascality.
I don't know if I heard you clearly. Did you say the National Assembly said funding is not? Is that what you said?
Forgery! Because yes! Forgery is no longer an offense in a electoral matter. So because of it now, we
was to say that non-qualification was no longer a election condition.
Non-qualification. So there's no qualification. That means all is fair. All is fair is all is fair.
But it's still a criminal case.
No, it's an electoral matter. In electoral matter. If you remove it in electoral matter, why are you going to say it's a problem in another matter? We remove it where it is. The process through which people come into office is far more fundamental than what they do in that office. That's where we start. Thank you and God bless.
God bless you to my president.
Okay, so that's my few highlights for what's in the BC happened for that NBA conference. Let's just go on back to the reality inside our country. You know, quite a lot has happened here. Now, what's in the BC Bishop Oyedepo talk as he get to do with the Muslim ticket issue. Listen to him.
Watch Redemption Camp, watch Salvation Ministries, watch Dunamis, watch various churches in Nigeria. And somebody will stand and say against an Islamic nation. Is he mad? Yes, he must be mad. Now what? There shall be strange happenings between now and the next 12 months in Nigeria.
All right. So that being said, he said this, of course, because of waiting to be say Shaki Ayejin the talk when he talks, say, in resolve for a Muslim ticket, which is, by the way, doubled down on. Before that's the evidence of that those whole issue come up. Very quickly, make I take you on recent statements when you make again the people don't talk about.
Naje Kano, naga aikin gwamnan Kano na talakawa, ni da na sama cewa Muslim, ashe wayansu ba sa sauran ma'azi. Wallahi ran da naje Kano nace Muslim, a zuciyata farasal ba na tsammanin wannan zai kawo wata madamuwa. Kuma iyakacin ganewa ta na faɗa sai cibi ya zama ƙari. Ta inda suka shiga ba ta nan suke fita ba nace kai nace muna da sauran aiki nace zan kira malamai a zo mu sake shirin wa'azi. Mu dai banda mu a zagi, banda mu a ƙage, banda mu a saba alƙawari. Kuma gaskiya ne mai baiwa shugaban ƙasa shawara kamar ya ji yadda wa'yansu suke zuwa wai za su zuga ni. Alhaji Sani mai aka maka na ce an man Muslim. Wato da suke so su ci an man. In ma harkar duniya ce, ni in nan a nan jihar Bulato daga Jos zuwa Ukur an yi lokacin gwamnatin da sai mai awa 5 daga Jos zuwa Ukur ba ma iya zuwa. Masallacin da nake wazi dan taya wallahi sai an lalibe mutum wai ko da bom a jikinsa a wata gwamnatin. To dan Allah mu faɗa dan Allah, Ahmad Bola Tinubu da ya zo rabon ba da lalibe mana aljihu ana tsoron bom kwana nawa. Da wannan kwanciyar hankalin da lokacin da ake wucewa da motoci hilux ana tafiya mai duguri ana kashe mana al'umma har shanu a kara a yadin boni ko ba a yi ba, da wancan da yanzu dan Allah wanda ne tsaro ya fi kankama. To ni abuna wannan gwamnatin wallahi ta yi rawan gani.
Okay, so I guess maybe when Davos come into the conversation, it will help us explain exactly what in the Ayajin they talk there, but a lot of people don't talk about this conversation. But back to the situation of Nigeria, because different videos just make the round earlier today of waiting Nigerians they go through for that same east-west road as they try travel to different parts of the country. As a matter of fact, the people will be say their produce or their things will be say they sell don't spoil. In fact, there's a lady will be say they try to convey catfish. The entire catfish don't be say spoil because of the traffic, and that is business lost because of the situation of the road for Nigeria. And Nigerians only complain, say how long they will continue for this kind of situation because of the road issue for this country. Now listen to this lady, she did narrate her audio.
Hello guys, good afternoon, good evening, good morning, depending on whenever you see this video. See guys, we are at Targba road and the road is very bad. As you can see, it's 4 days, the road is bad. See our road, we are at Targba road now at Off-Fire Bridge. As you can see, this road is very bad. Guys, come see fish. But another video me. See somebody, see people not there. See people money, people invest. Oh God. God, oh. See fishes. All of them not there. See fishes. People money. Because of the bad road. Please, governor,
Hell, this is so very sad. Imagine how much thousands that would have been lost through that business. This is very, very, very heartbreaking to see people lose their hard-earned resources like this. It is very disappointing. But I can show you some footages, some more footages from that road as people they complain.
Engineer Dave Umahin, the was on you. It's not going to lion of Undibo, and the was because hold up. More than 3 hours, more than 5 hours, people have been on this road. People have been on this road, no movement. More than since yesterday, people have been on this road, trapped. And you are telling us that we are the lion of Undibo, lion of Bukwogieba, lion of your father's house. Look at the suffering people are suffering. You can't care. No road. Now it's in a coastal highway, Bukwogieba, your family. You are an imbecile. You are an imbecile. No road to go. Everybody stand still since yesterday, and you are calling yourself a minister of works, minister of coastal road. No, Erogo Southeast Nine 2027. You are a very wicked man, and your generation will suffer it. Look at the road. Look at it. Hold up. Can you see it? Everywhere stand still. Are you seeing it for how many hours? Nobody is moving. Everywhere stand still. And you are calling yourself the idiot. No problem. 2027, we will vote you people out, whether you like it or not.
This is even better because some people, for instance, remember that Ekiti road where I showed you yesterday, we get problem. Some people don't even vex protest for the road. They said they don't even want to complain again. Say no need. Since government no answer them, no problem, no one. The problem is say they go come back during elections. So now during election they go know what they go do them. And people are saying that remember that Ekiti state results now be the first result will be say APC win with President Bola Tinubu-led. People are saying that Ekiti not when I first give this government their first win. This one are they threatening like this? This threat and I go fit control and I go fit pull them out, or you guys are just threatening because of what you're going through presently. Okay, so let's look at more footages from what people are going through. This particular issue right now, say people, you can see from this video, people are now brushing their mouth because they spend days on the road. As they do normal routine now for on top of road, if you see person. This is what people are going through on the road. This is now waiting people they go through for road. Some people go question themselves, waiting who sent them. And they cannot even opt to do flights because you don't want to imagine how much the flight ticket is. This is waiting people they go through.
This is me reporting from Targba Road. This is after the Benin bypass, 23 of August 2026. Yes, this is the current state of this road now.
This is so sad. They're very, very, very sad. Now, waiting people they go through. Remember, don't forget that this now meets high insecurity for inside the country. Waiting will happen to these people if the so-called owners of the road ban.
It's Allah, good morning, this morning, evening, afternoon, it is getting worse. Dangote trailer, one child because that's stuck on this road. And we 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So those are the answer never anywhere zero. Finally, the last been cut off. I'm going to pick a cigar zero. So I am on your blue girl.
All right, so moving on away from this one, actress we heard has now pleaded with Nigerians. If you see me, the supported candidate, I beg on we God name. Make on no cost me, make on no quarrel me. Now my daily bread I define. Not be saying I go come the talk say I do this one, I do that one. Not be because of
everybody position kankan. Anybody. Ẹ kàn wò pé Ronke wà tó fẹ́ jẹ ní o. Ẹ kàn wò pé Ronke ṣàkàn fẹ́ ṣàfilẹ̀ ṣàjẹ́ lọ jẹun. Ẹ má bú mi, ẹ má drag mi.
Good evening, Davos, and welcome. Davos, please, you help me make your voice a bit louder, beg you here. I don't think I'm using my mic, so please make sure that your voice is loud. Go ahead, please.
It's okay. Am I loud? Loud?
Yes. Go ahead.
Actually, it was just quite appalling. Especially, do you want me to comment on donations or
anything where you want comments like this is not okay. Anything you can comment on anything.
The truth is that life in itself right now it's becoming so very quite unbearable, and it is appalling to see the nature of things happening in this country. People who are dogged and shameless an administration. To be sincere, whenever I mention something, when I touch the side of the journalists, you will always try to tell me, "Oh, you guys are doing your best." I understand. What is that? There's a saying that they will say that the worst civilian administration is better than the military administration. Even the death can never compare this present government with the worst military administration of General Sani Abacha. Because we will know how much we used to buy a liter of, and everything. I actually read. I've never mentioned this on your program. I read transport and on that shipping.
So I don't know if you should call. I don't know if you can call me on the other WhatsApp because your line is breaking up, so we can barely hear everything you're saying. Your line is breaking up. Maybe you should. Maybe you try to call on the other WhatsApp. Anyway, good evening, T.Y. Danjuma. Thank you so much for joining us. Welcome. T.Y. Danjuma, beg. No vex. So, that actress when they try to talk for Yoruba language.
Which one? It be like say, yeah, okay. It be like say, I don't listen well, but it be like say they say.
No, I go repeat that. Make you hear my beg. No vex.
Say na belle, na make them no quarrel.
Oh yeah, they play my beg. Get me recruits.
Everybody position kankan. Anybody. Ẹ kàn wò pé Ronke wà tó fẹ́ jẹ ní o. Ẹ kàn wò pé Ronke ṣàkàn fẹ́ ṣàfilẹ̀ ṣàjẹ́ lọ jẹun. Ẹ má bú mi,
ẹ má bú mi, ẹ má drag me o. What was she saying, sir?
She's saying that if we see him, they support any politician. May they know say na the way she go chop, now should they look for. May they no drag him, may they no insult him. Say na belle na stomach infrastructure. Now they try to satisfy. So, yes. So it just the talk say in second in Bola or Nanuga or all those people. That's not the way they talk about that.
No, she's not anyway, stating it exactly that way.
No, not the way she they talking. I won't break them down now. Say anywhere where belle face. Her second name. Her second name Nareno Mokri. So that's what she's trying to say.
All right, thank you. Let me go back to Davos very quickly and see if he can complete his thought. Davos, go ahead, please.
Yeah, is it fine now?
I think it should be. Just go ahead. We could barely hear you.
All I'm just trying to say is that you judge a country's transport, you judge a country's development based on its transport system. If you hear how Rotimi Amechi was trying to complement his contribution towards the rail transportation, and then like trying to pinpoint now that this present administration have not done very well when it comes to transportation, which means they are supposed to pick up from where Buhari left. So they have not been doing very well. That's why you see countries like Morocco, Egypt, Tunisia, South Africa have better transport system compared to Nigeria.
Okay.
It's all simply because
Go ahead.
It's all simply because we are still backward. You know that I always mention that we in Plateau State we have about 50 ethnic languages. But if I come to the south, people call me Hausa. And it's because of lack of good transport system. In those days, I listened to a man in 1991.3. They call him the guru, who is a South man. He's a Migo, or that's a Orobo tribe. He always say that in those days he used to travel from Lagos all the way to Maiduguri in his Volkswagen Beetle. But you see, gone are those days. And all these things, you see, all these insecurities are happening. As I always say, Sheikh Yahya Jingir have a militia group.
What was he trying to say in that video that I played?
What he was just trying to say, he was just trying to say to Nigerians that he does not hate Christians.
Okay.
He does not hate Christians, but all he is trying to say, immediately when he now saw the donation of that 600 million that was donated to him to build a university, he now started shouting, Muslim. Because the thing is that, Sheikh Yahya Jingir, it was actually, he came from Kano. And then his father, just like the vision of Usman Danfodio saying that they will dominate. You see, Plateau State up to today, tomorrow is one of, if you hear anybody talking about Midi-Belt, if you go to Benue State, Benue don't even talk about Midi-Belt. The headquarters of Midi-Belt's agitation originated from Plateau State. So them, they wanted to kill that. That's why you see his father, Jingir came. His father of Sheikh Yahya Jingir came to Plateau State and he even died there. Now he now took off from his father and he's continuing. But I thank God, you see now, the Hausa are really resisting them. And I'm sorry to say, I'm not a prophet of doom. Very soon there will be a civil war that will break out for the liberation of the Hausas and the Midi-Belt. One day, it will break up. Very, very soon. I am telling you, because if you see even the killing in Mangu, that's where the governor of Plateau State came out. The governor is an imbecile now, governor of Plateau State, because he was seen going to see Yahya Jingir, and Yahya Jingir have been claiming that they have more population of Hausa people, more population of Islamic people in Plateau State. Anti-pressure, me and you know, if the Muslim have population in their state, you can never hear we have all the 3 senatorial senators in Plateau State. All the 3 senatorial are all Christians. It's to tell you that how minute the population of the Muslims are in Plateau State. We have even Igbo who are majority in sizable number. You will never hear Igbo contesting any political post. In fact, the first people that came to Plateau State were the Ijo, Orobo and Ijo were brought to work in the mining ponds in Plateau State by the British. But all of those people, they have ancestry. All of them trace their ancestry back to where they came from. But it's only a Fulani man who are in Jos who are now claiming that this land belongs to them and their population is more than us. But it's just something that they always do. And that is why you see the killing. And then they are saying that they will never stop the killings until we agree to give them deputy governor. And we told them politics is a game of number. Come in and play. Just like the way you see the Igbos are saying that they should have given them the slots. And you hear there's a statement accredited to the owner of this Etisalat, Alhaji Isa Punpo, who mentioned in Arise TV, who said that it is a party. You come and play the politics as well. When you play it well, then you win. It's not that they will just give you. It's not something that they will just come and take and give you. But you see, like us in the Midi-Belt, and also so many majority of the Christians I believe will always go to Peter Obi. That's why you see even Babachir Lawal have seen the way the game is going now. You see me just gone quietly, gone up. But me, I know when it was 2020, the Christians and even in the middle will vote across to Peter Obi, because the thing is that people have seen him as a competent person. See the way the only that I saw him, how he now said that whenever should have the way he answered that question, I did not like the way he answered it. Because when Buhari was asked, are you going to win the election? He said, yes, I will win. Confidentially, he said it. And then he now went ahead to make statement that this election, if he does not win it, Bonki will. So, see, there are some things, although some people will always say that Obi is inciting his workers, his supporters. But the thing is that you will always insist and say, when the credible thing is done, I will let go. If the election is free, fair, and credible. You see the way Concourse will answer it, free, fair, and credible. I will accept the outcome. But if it is not, then you have to do it with your supporters. That was why I always say that I like the way Dino Melaye, in the last election, in the last polling unit, when he was telling Professor Mahmoud, he said, we do not agree. All the journalists that were there just stand as zombie, as mumus, just sat down. You see what happened in Adamawa State when they announced that woman, APC, won the election. They even announced it in APC. Mm-hmm. In NTA. NTA announced it that they won the Benani, the election. But a man stood up courageously and wanted to grab the resident electoral commissioner, and then in front of the commissioner of police. And the commissioner of police know that if he resists, the people will descend on him. And he know that tension has gone to the brain. And then he quickly sat down. That was why you see they quickly beat up that man. Even the DSS man, they beat him up. And then immediately they now said that okay, they should announce. That was how this man came into power. That's the present governor of Adamawa State. In the person of Fintiri, Amadou Fintiri, because PDP now won.
So help me wrap up. So you're speaking for a while.
So what I'm just trying to just wrap up is that the thing is that Nigerians, especially our youths, because Nigeria have a very sizable number of youths. I am appealing. Let nobody tell you that this election that they would rig. You see, Oshun is because the number was high. People came out, people were on the street, and there was a lot of people who were vigilant, and that was why they cannot rig the election. It's the same thing. If these people can rig the election, there's no way they will put money and tell you take 50,000, take 15,000, so that they will rig your election.
All right. So since you get feelers for Northern Nigeria, what's going on there? Which of the candidates we think say people they support? Where people fit?
That's what I'm telling you. The thing is that you see, there's people like Pantami, who is actually was with Buhari, who is an imam. He's in Gombe contesting, and then they are the ones who are promoting the Atiku. But again, as I told you, Atiku is not relevant because even his people are accusing him in Adamawa that when you were vice president for 8 consecutive years, what did you do to the people of Adamawa? Nothing. If you even go ahead and check, you will see that there's this man, Boni Haruna, who was his vice, supposed to be his vice, but he became the governor. Boni Haruna was just pumping money to Atiku. And there was no development in Adamawa State for all the 8 years. So he's a crook. That's why the people don't like him. And I say that Obi you saw the role Obi played. You know, even the election the last election, which is that brought in Tinubu, Obi actually penetrated the entire north. And I told you, Anti-Pressure, it's not a joke that I'm telling you, that we have a sizable number of Christians in Katsina, in Kebbi, who are indigenous Christians.
So just go straight to the point. Don't they waste time too much. I understand. I mean, we don't get all of this. So a lot of people they talk say, oh, for northeast, or nobody go even vote for anything about so there. Na Atiku mostly. I know saying waiting. People saying waiting make Tinubu get to retain.
Let me tell you something.
Wait now. People they talk saying waiting make Tinubu get to retain Shetima so that he go fit slugger that northeast from. With Atiku, and then for Northwest, they say Tinubu that na call not now make people even forget about him. No go fit again. So that one are between Tinubu and Atiku too. So they said the only place we be say only to be fit. But as somebody will be say they on ground for the north and they get information across northern Nigeria, what do you think is going on? Ah, that reminds me. Daniel, Daniel, it's been long ahead from you. I hope you're alive. Daniel. Oh, I wish I can look for his number. No, there is a Daniel that used to call us a lot from Borno State. You don't take what I hear from
the thing is that, you see, even in Borno, because of this insecurity and because of the level of poverty, the thing is that, from all the information we are actually getting, the thing is that even in Sokoto, Obi will make impact, but he might not make huge impact. That his hope is more, majority is lying in the middle belt because he has visited a lot of IDP. He really sympathizes with more people in the IDP. But again, if you now check, what we are just trying to say, like you see, as I told you, a majority of people are going to stay away from the election because it does not represent their interest. And Shetima has been speaking because the reason why Shetima is still
but you know you're not answering my question. Don't lies. Just answer my question. How do you think people are going across northern Nigeria? Just tell me what you the way you think they can vote.
Across northern Nigeria, people are
from northeast to northwest to north central. How do people
right now because of the preaching I've been hearing of pure Islamic clerics. They have been saying that now we should not even go for Muslim because the Muslim have not favored them because the Hausa have more killed. Should look for just a credible candidate who does not have criminal record, and you see Obi stand a very good chance. That's to be sincere, because people like
stand a good chance in where is it northwest or north central?
Even north is not central.
Why do you think he stands a good chance?
Yeah, because he has sink a lot of boreholes. I remember when he has been visiting.
Borehole sinking is enough to get him votes in northwest and northeast.
Wait now, Anti-Precious, imagine now. Wait. Let me just analyze this.
You didn't waste time, George. You pick people there on the line to.
Okay, sorry. You come to a place shawarma. You give them a bread. You give them a indomie, and then they eat the indomie and they are hungry tomorrow. But you see water. When that borehole that they have sunk, it will continue to remain there and they will benefit from it. Do you think that it will just go off like that? No. That's what I'm just trying to say. So that vote he has done, he has really impacted.
So like how many percent how many percentage of votes will you say each of the candidates will get for those 3 zones for the north?
To me, he will not really make an inroad very well in the northeast, northwest, extremely because of people like all those Pantani. But I believe, according to Constitution, you say that you can make 25%.
Yes.
So I believe he can make if he can make even like 20 or 15%, and then get votes from the north central, which is also part of the north, is good to go. And then get to the south, I know he will sweep out.
All right, no problem.
Southwest,
this your analysis is no balance, but it's okay. I'll talk to somebody else. I was expecting you give me a specific figure or percentage that each of the candidates will get across the north.
No,
but I appreciate it. No problem. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. T.Y. Danjuma, good evening and welcome. Hello, good evening and welcome. Go ahead, please. And
hello, good evening. T.Y. Danjuma. Good evening.
Hey, my brother, how you doing? Hello.
How do you?
Precious, well done.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah. Okay, make hello go first. After hello, I will talk.
Okay. Before you go, hello, let me just say a big thank you to James. I see the £5. Thank you. Go ahead, please.
First of all, make I start with Amechi. Amechi, I don't want to call and say precious brother or precious uncle. I don't want to say that word again. But this guy, I'm so disappointed in him or something, honestly speaking. During that,
what did he do? Why are you disappointed in him?
Okay, let me tell you now why I'm disappointed in him. You don't need to bring tribal. You don't need to bring because they are becoming tribalistic. These are the things what we talk about. You guys cannot continue to play this tribal card, this bigotry as a divide and conquer. You said the question. You saw the question that guy asked him direct. You said Sowore cannot be president. So the guy said, okay, I'm putting it to you as well. You too cannot be president. The next thing, if they ask where the guy come from, now where he come from, then make it a talk. What kind of rubbish is that? Yeah, you call yourself a politician. This is the problem I have with these people, that these people are not supposed to be close to seat of power anymore.
But was the boy supposed to ask that question he asked? Telling him that you will not win the election.
Precious, you see, yeah, you are the one putting yourself forward to the people that you want to serve the people.
So he asked a question. If you think that a guy is right with this question, he asked a question and he got an answer.
No.
Was Amechi supposed to pamper him with an answer?
Where I am, I think even T.Y. Danjuma can testify to this. If people that are vying for offices coming to us, we can ask all kind of funny questions that will make you go just to see the kind of person you are.
Funny answer that will also help you respond. You shouldn't hold someone responsible for answers they give to you. I don't think it's valid. I don't think everybody must respond the way you want them to respond. That's not fair.
Precious.
That's not fair, but it's okay though. It's not because it's an Amechi.
No. I'm telling you as well that he's 100% wrong. And in short, I'm so disappointed in him or something. At least you're putting yourself forward as a leader. You are meant to, okay. What do we mean by that phrase that say 2 wrongs cannot make right? You're calling yourself that you want to be a leader, you want to lead these people, but you were supposed to give a better answer to the question he asked you. Not you trying to put it on tribal or bigotry narrative or something. No.
All right, it's okay. So go ahead with another,
So that's for that. That yes, we need to clear that area or something. So because the kind of rubbish these people are coming and telling deceiving the Nigerian people, no, this has to stop. So if you see the other area, this is why I said I agree with that question. Like, we agree that among all of them, the people want Peter Obi. Why can't you guys just put down your ego and back what the people want?
How do you know that? Have you met Atiku's team and they told you that people want Peter Obi more than Atiku? Stop assuming that. You're assuming, and it's unfair.
No. It's not that I'm assuming. I'm speaking for facts, data that I have. Even as at the moment now, I'm even in front of most of the data are in front of me as I'm speaking now. Even the so-called what is it called? Voting intention they've conducted in Nigeria or something. Atiku is 27%. Your current administration is on 9%. Peter Obi is the highest among all of them.
Now online, how many of them get PVC?
Precious.
Including you come vote.
I got one. I'll tell you. I don't tell you that
vote. It's not about got one.
Last time I'm coming down. Listen, I go there during that period. I go there around. Last time I was around as well.
Vote.
This time I'm coming down as well. Yes.
So that means you go vote. Okay.
I say, when did they tell you? When did they talk? I don't very usually direct through these things. I like to keep my things private. That's the way I operate. So I know they talk too much. During that day, I go there on ground. So that's for sure. So what am I trying to say is this, that I didn't expect this from him. Again, the other one, we talked about this yesterday, the roads and everything and so forth and so forth. You see, all the infrastructures in that country are dead. Is it the roads? No roads. Nothing is functioning in that country. Okay. Can people now, the motorists, the drivers are complaining for the past 3 days. They've been on the road. No going, no coming. Then you're telling me that you guys have a leader. You have leaders. There are leaders in that same country. And the people are just, sometimes what the Nigerian people have taken a lot of shit from these people. A lot. Because I know where I am. This nonsense, those nonsense will not take place. Nobody will accept it. Nobody. That is why we will continue to speak so that the people wake up. Because all these things we are saying it, trying to speak to the consciousness of the people, to let the people know that this thing is wrong. You deserve better. They deserve better. So I don't know. Let me reserve my comment. Let me regain myself, compose myself again. Let you Danjuma speak. I will come back. Let me stay then. I'll come in again. No, these people, right, no.
No problem. Thank you. Thank you so much. So Danjuma.
Yeah, Precious. Good evening.
Good evening and welcome.
Thank you. Good evening. Hello, and good evening, viewers.
Good evening. Good evening.
Well done. Well done. Precious, you know, this state of Nigerian roads, they're very, very bad.
Okay, so Titi Danjuma, before we enter the state of the road, I would like me to first of all address the MBA conference. Now, a lot of people default Chibikambi to just like hello don't fault him for responding the way be saying respond, while others they also fault Tinubu saying no even come at all, you know, even send. They even fault Atiku, say Atiku no even come at all. Then the person will manage come to Peter Obi, they also fault Peter Obi that they were struggling to understand what he's saying and all of this. Can you address all of that very quickly before we go to, I mean, the entire thing will happen for the NBA conference?
Well, maybe the president is very, very busy, or maybe see the NBA as something that is important.
Should he be that busy? Even the election year when get going still no go. Now remember saying I should my representative that year. You don't remember? Say in go handle economy while security, while handle economy. So remember
when you wear long
people have consistently stated that why it is difficult for a president to address Nigerians for inside Nigeria.
Well, you know,
you see what's in Judge Ware? You see that Judge Ware? You see what's in Judge Ware talk to? You hear what's in talk today?
Yes, I hear. You know, I mean, people have to excuse the president. You know, he speaks in tongues, in a language that
so is it better to be present as
it's how we're Catholics now. The language where they speak, they're above us. You know, we're just earthly mortals.
It's not within your realm.
No, it's not within our realm because when you don't go university like Chicago State University, the kind thing where they teach them there is too high for. That's why I know sometimes they like to speak in Yoruba, you know, Oshekini, Olule, Oshekeji, Olule, Osheketa, Olule, Wasukun. That one people can relate to. So that's why, you know, because people know I mean, can you interpret to me what is the Bola blue, Ulava, blue? You know, that's a heavenly language. Now that's a high. You know, as you old, you go close to that. You know that level where you speak now. The people where you speak to now, heavenly hosts, not the earthly hosts. Now they speak to. So now only then go feel understand. So I don't think you can excuse him. But I think people have to. He doesn't even need to be there. You can assess him by the things we don't do. He's been there 3 years, going to 4 years. So that should speak for him. You know, there's no need calling Edu. Edu is gone. The other person is in jail. Who will go speak for him? There's nobody to speak for him. So the only thing that can speak for the president are the work we don't do. Like that's why I was talking about road. If you look at the road now, everywhere, all the road they good. Yes, we need hope. Everywhere is good. People are enjoying. Very good. Everybody's enjoying. Professor Baye.
Did you just say good?
Yes, now. The road is good. Everywhere is good. Professor Baye experience is doing very well.
You want to join them?
Well, make I finish now. You don't talk now. Not be say make I talk. Professor Baye experience is doing a very beautiful job. In fact, he himself say if they are looking for an Igbo president, say na him because of the work that he has done. Very, very good job. You know, so that's why people they sleep for road because the road is very good. Air conditioner there. D7. If you go Edo State, for instance, you go see you don't build swimming pool everywhere for road. So anytime when you like, you have swimming pool, just a swim they go. So they're doing very, very well. Are doing very, very well. So the president doesn't need to be there. Then as for Baba Atiku, the one way concern and the one way they happen for America, you know, this way you want me them release. Now he be in weapon, so you don't see any other thing where you go talk about. There's nothing there to come and talk about. But for P2B, you can see say he's the only one that actually has been, interrogating the system. He's the only presidential candidate that is constantly going around the country. And you can't challenge it. You can't, that's a fact, you can't challenge it. He has gone round the country more than even the president himself. More than any presidential candidate. He's meeting the people, talking to the people, empathizing with them, doing his bit with his own money, not government money, with his hard-earned money. Intervening, contributing, helping, filling the people's pulse and talking to them and appealing to them and interrogating the system. He's the only one that is doing that. That is true. You can't refute that. So if anybody they say they don't understand what they talk, well, you don't need any other thing to understand about his message is very, very clear. He has repeated it often and often and off and on. So anybody where they say they don't understand what they talk or something, I just being conservative with the truth. As for your uncle Amici, I think the person who asked that question, as the question went, Abba, you can still say what you want to say in a more decent way. Don't come and try. No, remember, I say this man is running too, even though he's as a vice president, you're a vice presidential candidate. I mean, if you want to ask questions, you can ask it with some dignity now, not to just come and try and humiliate him, and so he has the right to say, no, what you're saying is not right. Even though I don't like the way he talked to Showore. But everybody gets in your own way. If not be, go react that way. Amechi is like that. You give him one blow, he give you his own politics now, an eye for an eye, a tooth for a tooth. So now Showore go look for trouble because he was talking and Showore was interjecting and saying something. Now he tell and say, oh boy. Okay, so you dabble me, you tackle me, I double you. That is what happened there. So now 1-1, now draw. But again, some other person can say you are looking for votes, you are looking for election. I mean, you're asking people for votes. You should be a little bit more, you should be coming down, not to speak to people that way. But so it depends on who is looking at it. But for me, I
tell what I beg novice, I beg. You say the same thing. Showore do the same thing to Peter Obi. You see the response of Peter Obi. Peter Obi responded to them. He not even respond to them. Rather, he came out with. You see he came out with the response of hospitals, like how many number of hospitals you need to build, primary health care and everything. You see the response when he gives to them because this is the way we want. As a policy, as we talk about policy, what you can do for the people. That is it. He not ignore them rather compared to the Amici way they tribal issue. Please.
I see one comment here by somebody who calls himself Howdy. He say what Tinubu said Ulaba say na English word. I know I be like say the guy go night school. Because Tinubu didn't say hula balu. I don't know. It's shitty Dini. You didn't hear what he said. Ulaba now you talk blue. So you are trying. That's why people come here and you be justifying nonsense. You say Ulaba. What is Ulaba? Is it French? Is it German? Is it English? What of blue? What of Dazaga? Na English be that? They come here, they talk nonsense. You go blind to reason. You see someone. That's why when I put this man for this trouble where he did, because you must say they enter inside Koto. Now they tell us maybe they go because they give them 5,000. Precious, I beg. Sorry, Joe.
So like my internet is at it again. So in case my internet goes off, just continue to be talking until I try to reconnect. I'm so sorry.
Okay, yeah. So I was saying that the state of the road is very, very bad, and it doesn't speak well of this government. People's houses, man hours wasted. There are a lot of you can't even drive. If they take 100,000, they fuel your tank, and then you get caught. in such a situation, and you have to have your vehicle run because you are such a journey that should take like 6 hours, keeps you on the road for 2 days and so on. That compounds your problem. Apart from assuming there's someone who has an emergency, going to hospital or going somewhere and is trapped there. Assuming there's someone going for a meeting, you know, get money, we go enter effort, and enter plane. So there's a serious problem that's going on. And you will not see the aides speak. You will not see anybody. You will not see Umahi speak to say, we are sorry, this is they would not. The things that they should intervene, immediately and try to address it, they wouldn't do. 2 Sundays ago, 2 Saturdays ago, I was somewhere in my church, in front of my church, very close, opposite my church is a hospice, and right in front there's a cave-in. So I called 311 to report, this incident, and they took all the details. And then when I told them that this is a hazard and that is in front of a hospice, so it needs urgent attention. Normally, it will go through a process where maybe within 1 week they will respond. But when I insisted that this is a hazard and it could cause a serious injury to someone who is driving, they had to send me to connect me to the police, the safety division of the police. And when I explained it, they said they were coming. When I came back to church, this was Saturday, when I came back to church on Sunday, this thing has been fixed. At least temporarily it's been fixed. And so it's motorable, the hazard temporarily is not there. Because the real work would be to excavate that place and fill in that place properly so that it will not, this caving in will stop. But that's an example of a government that is responsive, because life is involved here. This thing has, been on since. Some people have stayed 3 days, 4 days, and it didn't just start. You have not heard from government to say, listen, to address the situation. No. What you hear is money that they are spending here and there, election and so on, 110 billion that they are spending, fake agencies where they are moving money here and there, and how much they are going to spend for presidential election. And they leave in the core things that they are supposed to address. And they're talking nonsense. So I don't know, and yet they come here. They have houses here. They send their children here. Those of them that are saying that what is happening in Nigeria is okay, the president is trying. Why are their children not in Nigeria? Why are they not going to hospital in Nigeria? Why are they not driving the same road that you are driving? Why are they not? You saw the person that Precious brought here yesterday, the lady that someone gifted the 1.6 million. And you have people who have money. You have NEFON, and she can't access it. And that money is not a state's money. It's not an individual's money. It's the money from, it's Nigeria's money. And that child is a Nigerian. Why this discrimination that only those who are in federal universities will be able to access it? Why is that so? Why can't any Nigerian that is in a Nigerian school, whether private, whether state, be able to access it? That's not how it's done here. If you want to emulate something, you emulate it correctly. That's not how it's done here. Whether you are in a private university, whether you are in a government university, whether you are in a federal government university, county, local government, whatever, city university, you will be able to access funds, loan, grants to enable you school. So I don't know, I don't understand what is happening in that country. They enunciate policies and they'll be praising it, but when you begin to look at how successful those things are or have been, you find out that it's zero. And they've been boasting at it.
But if you even ask me, I do not think that, I'm sorry, my internet is acting up. So if I turn on my video now, the thing will begin give me wahala. since person go pay for property for this Nigeria, I no go fit use them to the fullest all the time. Please bear with me.
Yeah,
So
no
if you
problem.
ask me, I don't even think that the NEL fund is anything to marry about because it's a loan. It's not free. It's not free. When your constitution states that people should actually be educated for free, and you now give them a loan, and worse still, now after your own administration cost the increase, if they ever tell you, say, initial school fees or any government university go reach 1 point something million, you go believe them.
Precious, that one now for some courses, so it depends on the course. So some
You
are
go
more
believe
than
am.
that too.
So that's what I'm saying. So, and all this started under his administration. That means he came and he increased his fees to this level. And then you now give people now loans and then expect to use it as a campaign or bragging rights. I'm not sure say it makes sense. People where they use on the campaign, I don't know whether they just gaslight Nigerians. Maybe they just gaslight the wrong set of people because you can't bring that bullshit around some people. It's unfair to the sensibility of Nigerians. It's as if you're deliberately impoverishing them and expecting them to thank you for impoverishing them. It doesn't make sense. Sorry, sir.
Precious, good evening.
Good evening, Mr. Ken.
Good evening. Good evening to everybody. Good evening.
Hey Ken, how you doing?
I'm all right. Somebody said it's Mr. Common Sense in a country that does not have sense.
Yeah,
you know
sure.
that in Nigeria, even the dead cannot rest in peace anymore. You saw the David Omahi traffic in Agbo. They showed us a
With the
corpse that's been there for
ambulance,
3
Abi?
days. 3 days. I'm sure the guy will have started calling every host to help him. Because even the people were saying that once the thing starts smelling, everybody will run. 3 days. What kind of environment would that person be to stay there for 3 days? Is already decaying. It's a country where you make 1 million naira. The next day you become a poor man with 0 naira. Make it make sense that that person that went to get that fish that died, everything died on that road. How does he or she want to recover? And somebody will come and tell me NEL fund that even county schools, local government schools here, school that they get FAFSA, they get all kinds of educational fund. Local government colleges get it without discrimination. Is what you're telling me NEL fund that you are reeling out 1.5 billion figures and somebody in a state school cannot access it. I don't know. They have started their campaign of calumny, of going to the market out there in Lagos, telling people not to vote for a particular tribe, that they should only vote for a particular tribe. And some people are listening to them. The people coming to tell you this, you should have asked them, excuse me, sir, how is this tribe my problem? Is my life better for it? But you see people coming to tell you, Obi, this Obi started reeling out figure again. I said, look, if it's really now figure, the person in the bunker that has refused to come out. If you look at the trajectory since Muhammadu Buhari came, all APC presidents have refused to come for debates. We have started again. Very soon, watch out from tomorrow. All their stooge will jump on the TV and start saying, yeah, he's not supposed to come. He's busy. He's busy with the country. He's the father of the country. He's the mother of the country. They'll start reeling out all kinds of propaganda just to shield him from not coming out to debate. What will it have cost him? Even if he's sending his DG, look at the person he made the DG. Somebody who is a well-known terrorist sponsor is the DG of his campaign organization. Nigerians, we need to get up. We need to get up. It's gone beyond rhetoric. It's gone beyond talks.
Now you
We
make
need
person
to get
terrorist
up.
sponsor. Mr. Ken, not be
I'm
so
telling,
now.
look, I'm telling you, Precious, that guy has 3 mines he's controlling in Zamfara. And who are the people guiding those mines? Look, I'm not coming here to make allegation on anybody. These are things in the public space that we know. He's the one that bought Geregu power plant for 1 trillion. A senator. Where did he get the money from? What business is he doing? He has 3 mines he's controlling. I'm telling you, he has 3 mines he's controlling in Zamfara. Even the people where they help and guy that come and come talk and say, now I'm be the owner of the 3 mines he's controlling.
and you're coming to make him DG. Look at the people, better Edu and all and co that you remove as thieves. You have brought them back into your campaign. So it means that if you're not a criminal, you cannot function in this government. You have to be a criminal to function. Even though your uncle was stylishly begging to be DG, they overlook him. Now they have given it to the people they feel can dole out the money, can dole out the violence. We cannot continue like this. This is not just the way to act. If you want to rule a country, let it be a country. We are here. This is the places where we are here. Some things, even though that they act abnormal, they have checks and balances that check them out. But our own, who they check who? Nobody's checking anybody. So, Mr. Hello, I'm not angry with Amechi for Amechi is whack. Amechi from the one you know, his mouth is a rubber. He doesn't close his mouth. If you give him, he will give you. I do not expect that guy to ask that kind of a question because it was an ego bruising question.
No, Mr.
I won't ask somebody. Hold on.
Okay.
I would ask somebody that is running, even though I know the person will know what to say. I'm wishing me bad and you want me to keep quiet. But you see, on the issue of Showore, I love. Okay, go ahead.
Please let me respond. Amechi was the one that told Showore first that Showore can never be a president. Amechi said that to Showore.
Sorry,
first,
let me say something that you add. Hold on. I want you to hold your thoughts, please. Then you add. I want to say something on that one, and I want you to respond to it. Showore, there's one thing about Showore. Every time they bring him on the stage to address issues, they start attacking personalities. So go ahead. I'll hold my thought.
Yeah, I agree on you on that. First of all, Amechi is aspiring to be a leader. We are in America. We know what goes on here. We know what goes on. We know the kind of questions we put through to this. Anybody that comes to knock on our door, they need our vote and everything. Yes, especially when we know what we want from them. We know the kind of question. We know how we put questions to them. Some kind of question that will make them uncomfortable. And we see their response, the way they respond to us. So now, the same thing goes to that guy. Even though the guy even insult Amechi on that stage, Amechi is supposed to be the matured person here. He's supposed to respond in a very matured way and because he's not only responding to that guy alone, he's responding to everybody in that hall. So your response to the people will determine the kind of person you are, the kind of leader you want to be to the people. So for me, Amechi totally messed up and disgraced himself because you're pleading for votes. You're meant to tell the people, policy-wise, what you guys are going to do. How you guys are going to move
that's unfair.
The nation forward.
And for avoidance of doubt, I'm not of course you should know that I don't support Chibuike Amechi. Neither do I support any politician as it were generally. But you're being very unfair to Chibuike Amechi in this particular conversation. And it's very unfair.
I'm not unfair.
You're being unfair.
I'm
because of you, I will replay. Let me replay it and replay his response and let the world hear what you're criticizing him for. That he asked for somebody's, he may not have asked that question, but he went ahead to answer the young man and even went on to invite him to join them in their campaign. What is so wrong with that? It's unfair now.
No, my concern is why will he try to tell him that
criticizing your own candidates like this now?
Where did you come from? Why will he try to ask the guy where is the guy coming from? Where the guy came from?
No, Mr. Hello, see, I do not blame Amechi. I'm telling you, you should not have asked that. You are like bruising his ego. How can you stand up and tell me I'm contesting? You are telling me I will not win.
Say you know you will not win.
You know, it's like you're wishing me bad luck. No, I won't do that. You're bruising my ego. If you ask, there are some devil questions that Precious is a seasoned journalist. There are some questions she will ask, you go piece for body. That they call her devil's question. But if she will not ask it in a way that you will bruise your ego, she will ask it in a way that you also will know that this is devil's question. Is that how you answer or you deflect?
You can even say, like me, if I want to ask that kind of question, say, well, people are saying that it's not you and your partner are not likely to win that election, even though I don't know if it's true. But why do you think that you and so people cannot come together and merge with so
confirm? That's what I'm saying. You see,
understanding understanding that people think that he is more popular. You don't ask the question without bruising his ego.
You see, that is the devil's question I'm asking. You don't finish up there, but he will ask it in a way that you'll be happy to answer. You will not shout, but it's a devil's question, but they embedded it in so many things. But the way the guy asks it, and he's a lawyer, he's not supposed to talk like that. You know, so
yeah, but the way, because my main concern is the way he responded to it. First of all, asking the guy, where did you come from? Where did you come from? And all this kind of stuff.
That guy the audacity to ask
the audacity to ask that question.
Now, waiting give and the audacity to give and that response.
To respond exactly. Now it's work. Now you bruise his ego.
You know
and
what?
You know that Amechi will not.
I'm so sorry. Let me take a few seconds of your time and quickly play that so that the world will see it and understand. Please, let's quickly play it.
Now, we all know how APC came about by several parties coming together. Several parties coming together to form the APC. Now, my question goes to Your Excellency, Mr. Rotimi Amechi. You made bold to say that Mr. Sowore cannot win the presidential election. With all due respect, I also make bold to say that, with all due respect, sir, you also cannot win the presidential election. Why can't all of you come together to have one party? Okay. Because we know that Mr. Peter Obi is the most popular of all the candidates here. So why can't you come together and give him the support to go against the status quo? Thank you very much.
Now, I wish I didn't let you ask.
I can't win the election. You know why I wanted to ask where he comes from? Where he comes from will give you the reason why he's asking the question. But again, among the opposition, the Atiku Amechi ticket appears to be the brightest. If you look in this hall, I'm the politician. Don't shout. Most of you will either be in court or waiting for court cases. I'm the politician. I've been a politician since the age of 22. I'm 61 today. So imagine 40-something years ago.
No second address.
Now, we have discussed coalitions. I'm surprised he's bringing it back. I will say to him, we're working hard. We need him on board to ensure that Atiku Amechi ticket wins the election. Now, I would like to answer the guy who asked about all is fair in politics. I think it was Dino. What the
Oh my goodness. So let me just leave it at that, please. So sorry I skipped the part where he asked him about where he comes from. But then again, I think we've already made this argument. I don't think, while I do not expect that young man to ask that question, same way I did not expect Chibike Amechi to have responded the way he did. But if you ask person a silly question, also expect a silly response in return.
Pressure. What do you mean they talk about? Not the when you come to say you are a leader, you are putting yourself forward to lead people. No, that is wrong. Two wrongs cannot make right. That is wrong. Or even the way it take come about, it come in a tribal way. No.
Hello, I agree with you on this part. If it was here and Amechi gave that answer, in political career don't finish.
You. It's done. Speak my language.
It's done. The news tomorrow will be about him. They will go for him. They will go for him. He was supposed to be a leader. Of course, I agree that was his answer, but he should have been more cautious to appeal to people with his answer. But if he has answered that way, and he also went the tribal way, that was the only part. And he should have answered straight up to say, you can't say that I'm contesting, but not the tribal way, and going part of it. If it was here on the civilized clan, tomorrow he won't even be a politician anymore, because they will clamp down on him and go straight on him all the way. But hey, like I said, Nigeria is where hell is fair in politics. They have answered you. They have told you nobody is going to court. Everybody has said it. Only Obi said he will accept. Hey, even the people of Obi are saying that. If you go on Twitter, they are saying, Hoga, now you're only they talk, rig and die. Rig and pie. You are not going, nobody will rig us and go free.
Among all the candidates, now you're saying go accept the election result.
Go accept. And the people they say no go, they no go agree, nothing like that too. Say now you only talk, they know they accept anything. Now rig and pie. Then they for. So
even
you can imagine
sorry,
that
even
is
the same thing. sorry, Mr. Ken, even the same thing they do to Peter Obi, you saw Peter Obi response. He responded in a very matured way, and in a very matured way and decent. It's not that because maybe I the supporter, maybe they talk about him. No, you could see the difference is clear.
Howdy on the comment section. Can you join this live and try to defend all this trash you're talking about on the comment section? Don't be a keypad warrior.
I beg, not mind any coward when no anybody when no come here.
Don't be a keypad warrior. Come on the platform. You don't need to put your camera on.
If you show that picture where they post nine Baba and Mama picture and Baba and a mother picture.
Hey, Baba and Mama picture. Mother.
I was just sending something, writing something on him. You know, this platform is not for animals. You know, they belong to the zoo.
Don't be a keypad warrior. Don't be a stupid Roduku that cannot defend anything. Come and say something. If you know all these things you are typing, you can speak. Come on the platform. Let's talk. Don't be in the keypad and be typing nonsense that you cannot defend. Who have you? Come and prove that Pandora that you're talking about that will be. So is it now wrong to put your money in a safe haven, in a safe tax haven? You just come here and be saying things that you don't know. Come on the platform. Come and say something. I need you to jump on the platform. Don't be a stupid keypad warrior that you can't show your face. Your father that you are defending, he used somebody else NYC a picture. The person has shouted, don't show my picture anymore, or I will sue for 5 billion. He used somebody else a small age picture. Somebody else, mama, now the parade. Come and show us. Come on, come on. Let's talk.
No, man. If you see this person where they post this thing, if you see yourself, if you give you food chop, you know go take them from him. This
Which
person
food? Without all these rats, local rats that don't even have any life. You see them, they live in the slum.
But why are you people taking your time to respond to people that way? It's not fair now. Anybody with you saying it will be make you enter the group now.
No,
even
Precious,
me myself, I get mouth and enough statistics to argue with somebody now. Waiting will they find a better thing for our country? And I make a talk. Say anybody where they talk, say the way this country they okay, make things happen like this. I wish I'm exactly everything we don't happen to an average and ordinary Nigerian for inside this administration. And may that be the lot of him and his entire generation. That's what I wish you. There's nothing wrong with it. It's fine. It's fine. If you think that what we are doing, we're in an El Dorado, we're enjoying life, and this administration is the best thing that's happened to Nigerians, my brother, I know I agree with you, no problem. But may your life and that of your children, both born and unborn, your generation, may it be exactly the way this administration has administered governance for Nigerians in these past 3 years. May it be like that to you.
Amen.
I pray for you. That's all. And may the graves of people who don't die from one situation or the other because of the ineptitude of this administration, may those graves always make sure say this prayer come through for you. That's all.
Amen.
So don't worry about it. See,
Howdy, we are praying for you. This prayer is for you.
Not because. So all of us want to come. I mean, if
we're not supposed to be able to mind those people, sir. Because we're not not data boys. This is not Tinubu data boy.
Not vex, I beg, make I finish. So if you think the country is so wonderful, I dare you come back from that country where you did come here, because I want to believe you're not in Nigeria. Come back, come and stay in Nigeria and enjoy the goodness of what you want Nigerians to enjoy. That's it now. What you believe in, you should enjoy. Why are you not here to enjoy it? Come and enjoy fantastic healthcare. Where if something happened to you, where we prioritize campaign buses to ambulances. Come and enjoy it. Why are you running away from it? As long as, in fact, I pray, make them deport you where you did. If now UK, actually UK go soon start their own deportation like ICE. Now you go be the first batch. If now US, no worry, Trump go soon visit you. If you even get passports, you go make one mistake, we go make them revoke your passport.
Living in shelter. He's living in shelter.
Whatever it is, if he even has a passport, may he make a mistake that make them revoke his passport. And the prayer where the grave of Nigerians then we don't die. Go they pray for you. Since he be say
Precious.
You
Precious.
want to
You see how whack the country is. The guy, this Nollywood guy that died, they've been treating him for ulcer for a very long time, not knowing that it was cancer. At the point he discovered it was cancer, it was already stage 4. But you know the painful thing? He was there shouting, Tinubu second time. Tinubu second time. They couldn't even the person that cannot build
second time to not
yes. Yeah, second time. This was recent video. He was shouting, let Konsi, let Konsi, let Konsi. They couldn't build a cancer center to save his life. And the daughter, the children is in Canada, but he's here shouting, Tinubu, let Konsi. So you see how whack
and the problem
the
is
country is.
the money then we don't use unnecessary thing for this administration don't do enough to build credible cancer
Jesus
centers
Christ.
where we heal and fit help you through any stage of cancer. It's unfortunate.
Oh God. No. We cannot continue like this. We cannot continue like this. You sinking trillion. We don't know where the trillions are going, and people are dying.
The money
the
has gone into campaign buses. The money has gone into campaign buses.
Of course,
Those
they're sharing brand new buses. This is the only people making money is Toyota. Toyota making money from all the brand new Hilux and brand new Hiace buses they are sharing, but there is no ambulance.
All right, so please, I'd like us to face the core of the conversation. Let's forget about those trivial issues. So if you're done responding to that, let me quickly play a video that has been eliciting a lot of reaction from Nigerians. Make it on and watch and beg, help me respond.
Is that country cost?
Okay, so a politician was seen doing this, and people are now complaining. In fact, people can't tag EFCC. They say EFCC, Mona do like on IDP now. We're gonna make sure they wanna see this one. Let me take your reactions one at a time, please.
EFCC cannot do anything. I mean, look at the cash that we saw during the election, where they put on top of table. You know, look at the amount of cash we then put. Which bank give them that kind of money? When the common man cannot draw 5,000 or 10,000 from his account. Which bank give them that kind of money? That kind of money is supposed to be money laundering because you are not supposed to hold that kind of funds. So there's no EFCC. The man, they answer pastor for nothing. They close their eyes to some of these things when they happen. You know, they can't arrest him. That the money where he spray now. The money where they spray now. Now you go see and mint. Where you get them from? Where you get them from? You see, the thing where these people they do, you see all this money where they don't throw, where they burn. If God forbid, say they retain power, Nigeria go here and win because they will get the money back. They will go and print money. Eventually, the naira go be like shit money. You go see now make election reach. This thing go jump up to maybe 3,000 to $1. And that time Nigerians go here and win. This money where they come out from? Where do you think it's coming out from? This money that they are bringing out, they have to replace it. It's coming out from somewhere. It's your money. That's why they can't even operate the budget 23, 24, 25 to 50, 60, 70%. 3 years running concurrently. Never happened with any government in Nigeria. And this go because they will go take the money, they go take and go divert and go do whatever it is that they are doing. They won't put it in what is supposed to, what is budgeted for. But you see, all this is what they do. They go spend the money tire. You see now who ground the if you see some foul where they run and ground now they pursue them. Ground they pursue them. That's why they're doing all this thing they're doing. Now ground they pursue them. Because why are you doing all this thing? It's not necessary. If you have captured everything, you should just be relaxing. You should just be sleeping safe. They just laugh them. They drink wine and champagne and vodka. But you see them, they are fighting, they are killing, they are doing. That means that they still feel that this thing. Nigerians will oppose them. Nigeria will oppose them, and people like some people in this platform will go see truth. I mean, you are entitled to your opinion, but to begin to gaslight people and to begin to think that you can sell falsehood to people, which the government has been doing, denialism, in things that are very, very clear, and you are spending money on it, knowing that it's a lie. God will punish all of them.
All right. So before I take a hello and Ken reaction, I think I'm just seeing the messages from the supposed person you guys were talking about. I've not seen those messages. And he was saying that he's angry with you and Ken, that you speak Yoruba and you hate Yoruba people. Just for clarity, T.Y. Danjuma, Ken, do you have any kind of hatred for people of any tribe in this country? The Yorubas?
See, Oga, Howdy or whoever you are, I'm a pure Lagosian. I was born in Lagos. I was born in Mushin. I'm a real Lagos boy. Look, I am married to a Yoruba woman. So stop talking nonsense.
So
you are an Omale.
I'm coming, sir. So because you are not supporting, do you think that it's because you're not supporting a Yoruba candidate? That's why he thinks that you're not supporting Yoruba, or he can't stand you guys.
Of course, now that is what is doing him.
I mean,
I should support somebody who don't get results.
What's in the name again? If there's another reason why you think they hate Yorubas, please kindly prove it with evidence. Because he refuses to and then Olumide that now supports P2B should be what now? He's a Yoruba man. Madam B that calls us here that is supporting P2B should be what? Haba now. Why are we like this now? And then the rest of the Igbo host guys who also supports Tinubu should, what do you now call them? So everybody must support Tinubu because they grew up in Lagos. But Tinubu didn't make Lagos now. Lateef Jakonde did a better job than Tinubu in Lagos. That's what people are saying now. And you know. So must everybody have the same opinion with you to be
even his own people, Osun people, did they support him? Did they support him?
Now what for now?
You know, he told you the mindset.
In fact, they challenge this guy where they talk. If they born you well, I challenge you. I don't know as I go to challenge you, we go vex you, reach me, you come. I challenge you, show your face.
He will not come, Precious. Leave him, not waste your time. No. I just wanted to say it because
if na man you be, you know, be hermaphrodite. Oh yeah, come here, come show your face, make me say. If you know, come and be say you wear diaper.
Precious, I don't know what are they wasting our time with this guy. The same person that they talk about that, he said, if they tell that so Olumide na Igbo. What are they wasting our time with this guy? Because these guys are
huge tribalists. It's so unfortunate.
They go every platform to
your tribalism is nauseating. Wallahi.
Precious,
his tribalism is nauseating and it's so bad.
Precious is frustration with the warrior. This guy lives in shelter. This guy, he cannot come to Nigeria because if he come, he can't go back again. You know, get document, you know, get paper, he live in this thing. You say they're born and for text or this thing. Nobody where they're born will be where they're born here. We be American. We go to talk. We go. They so tribal oriented as him. Every day he comes.
I'm so disappointed.
He would not contribute. He would not contribute. He will not. You know go hear anything good. Now to they look for people where he go attack. You know his statements. His statements are as ugly as he's looking. You know.
Aww.
So I have no apologies for that. You know, so I don't think this platform is for him.
All right, so let's quickly let it rest, please. So hello, let me take a reaction.
Go somewhere else.
Let me take a reaction on the politicians, please.
Yeah,
sir.
Precious. You know, I've always said this, that where are the people who are supposed to checkmate this kind of character? Fair enough. The action of this man and these so-called politicians, this so-called politician that was doing this rubbish, spraying the naira. Fair enough. This action now fall under I think definitely EFCC is supposed to take up this case now, start investigation on him. Normal with what he has done, because he has a kind of break the rules, and breaking these rules alone now means that he is supposed to be disqualified. If he holds any office at all, he is meant to be disqualified straight away because he has broken the rules. So, but in this situation, nobody is asking the question. Nobody is taking this. It's like, fair enough, like they will say, we are not a nation yet. Some will say there is no nation. So normally, if you watch what this current administration have done, it seems that as soon as they took office in 2023, what they did was the constitution, the laws of the land and everything, it's like a switch. They turn it off. They threw everything off. You get my point? So they started doing what they like. So everything this current administration has done, the Senate, House of Rep, has everything to say, we will impeach them. Everything was there for them to like say, yes, we need to impeach, that trigger impeachment proceedings. But nothing happened. That's to tell you that it's like a switch. It will just turn off. We can do whatever we like. We'll get away with it. Just you look at the country now. The country is in a mess. I was studying some of the stock markets today or whatever, or regarding Nigeria. I was going through some of the stock market. Do you know that most of the foreign investors that came to invest in that same country, invest in Nigeria, most of them have taken their money out? I think it's left with about 5.6%, according to the data that still remain. There's a kind of left their money on the so that tells you a lot, that a lot of things is going on in the country. A lot of this is going on. Things are not going the way it was supposed to be. So, like that kind of a person, now, yes, we can see that he has clearly broken the law, broken the rules and everything. So EFCC was supposed to, yes, they can't tell anybody, they cannot say that they've not seen it. They've not seen this kind of stuff. Fair enough. You start the investigation because he's a politician. It's an high profile. I think more like you call it an high profile case. You can see the way he was doing it with boldness. Now, yes, nobody can touch me. That is it. It's like these politicians, this set of people they have different rules that govern them. Then another rules for the ordinary Nigerians on the streets. That is why I keep saying that Nigeria cannot continue like this, because the Nigerian people must come together, create a constitution that will govern everybody. From there, everybody can start demanding what they want. First, they must come together, because these same people, they've taken advantage of Nigerians a lot. Enough is enough. The advantage is, as in, they've rubbished that country to the extent that it's like the country do not know what they are doing anymore. The people, I don't know. I don't just know how to put it, because seeing these things is annoying. It's annoying and disgraceful. Huh? Like what these guys, I think it's similar thing. Okay, I think you guys remember the then former governor, the Delta State governor, that time when he came down, when he went to London. I think according to him, he was spraying money. He was spraying money. I think that was what led to his arrest. Then that triggered investigation. I think that was the story then. So it's similar to what this same guy was doing now. And these same people, I think there were some celebrities, low celebrities, they caught, or they say they invited them, that they heard that they were spraying money in the club, right? The EFCC invites them, give them fine and everything. So what is now wrong with this? Why can't you do the same with it? Because he's a politician or what? You ignore it? No. Nigeria needs to wake up and start calling these people out. And when that starts, hopefully, we hope that 2027, that will be the revolution now, as in they will use their vote to start that revolution, to say, yes, we want a better person to lead us. So, I hear the mic for now.
All right, Mr. Ken, would you like to react to that quickly, sir?
I have a song. Me, I'll use my song to react. Precious, please look for this song. EFCC chairman down there for jail. Politician weighing the probe don't enter for power. That is the problem of Nigeria. You remember before the last election, they were probing some politicians. When they got into power, the EFCC chairman was the one that went to jail to answer for the question he was asking them. In a country where somebody stood up on a national TV, world TV, and said, kill anybody that wants to vote a particular party. Nothing happened. Somebody said the Achukudi don't come out, they say he was joking. Nothing happened. Another one said, kill everybody. Nothing happened. What are you saying? Once you are in APC, your sins are forgiven. You can spray money. The only people they catch is if these celebrities come on TV to do wedding and somebody spray them $1 or $2 or naira, it falls on the floor, they will invite them the next day. Those are the people. You saw Mama P, Precious Oruchi, went to Toscana. He wasn't even spraying real money. It was a prop money. And he was putting it in a box. They quickly come and answer questions. So nothing is going to happen. We're going into the level election and the period where impunity will be highest on their table. Anything goes. All is fair in politics.
Recruiting agency.
You know,
I'm making this video to prevent my fellow business owners from going through what I experienced by this young.
Sorry, sincere apologies, sir. Please go ahead.
Yeah, Precious, you know,
Sir?
what Ken is saying is very disturbing, because if you look at this rhetoric, dangerous, toxic rhetorics that we are hearing, most of them have come from people from one particular party. Look at Tenebe. Twice
I'm
now.
telling you, threatening people that he will kill them because they're
Yes.
criticizing the government.
And nothing is done to him. Look at the so-called pastor, is a special advisor to D7 that came and was he was challenging, telling the video that he must not come to this thing if he comes. Whether anywhere where they say and they will come out in teeth. That's a special advisor to the governor. Okay? Saying that kind of a thing. And he's a pastor. So you can see these things are just coming out from people, you know, anyhow, associated with a particular political party. And nothing is done. And these things are dangerous because these are some of the things that caused the problem that Rwanda had. Because they're coming to a peak. Consistently, they've been coming. Look at Wike, what he says. What he has been saying is long overdue. So is it to Mahi that we're going to talk about? And they spew this nonsense, you know, disregarding the fact that they're supposed to be public servants, serving the people. And yet they talk, Wike every Monday, he will hold a press conference. And you see, like overlord, talking down on journalists, and you see the way he talks, challenging people, you know, cursing people, insulting people. And it's become a pattern, a regular pattern. And people go there because they give them money. You can ask him questions. If you ask him some questions, you will see him, he will flare up, or go begin one, or he will begin threatening. You know, this is not democracy now. Because they just feel that, you know, they are overlords to the people. That's not how democracy works. The people will determine whether you are going to be there or not. The people will get you out or get you in. No, but for them, no. They determine for the people what should happen. The people are nothing as far as they're concerned. They make all the money, eat all the money. You know, when they give the people bread, the people are celebrating them. When as a matter of fact, you know, the people should be demanding, should be asking. They are the ones that have the right. They are the ones that would say, no, this is not. We don't celebrate the roads here. You do road here. You said nobody celebrates it. It's a given. It's like air. It's free. And then you be throwing money to people. You know, that's dangerous. Supposing people, now you cause a stampede. You are driving, you are throwing out money. Nobody stops you. You are throwing it to dogs. You are throwing it to animals. You throw bread out for this thing to pick as if they are animals. And people are running and picking it. It's a shame the way these politicians, you know, have turned this thing upside down, and the people, the way they are also, some of them, the way they are responding. Because until they take Amechi's advice, which is that we are not stoning them, that when we start stoning them, I'm not my words. It's Amechi that said we should start stoning them. That by the time we'll start stoning them, they will get sense. You know? We try to give them an example. You know, when somebody came out to be talking something in Delta, to be talking nonsense, the people gave him a taste of this thing. He can't come out again next time to come and be talking that rubbish. He will not come out again to say it. And it's a warning. Those who did the deed to warn to any such person go think say go fit come, they tell them nonsense. There are people reaction. Even though I don't endorse violence. You see people where they suffer, where they hungry, you can't tell them nonsense because you are in you they corridor of power they enjoy. Can't tell them nonsense. Person we never chop, maybe not once, now you don't chop for 1 day or in 2 days. Can't come there, can't they tell them nonsense. And then you expect say the person they will clap for you. It's a shame. We just have become a laughing stock. No name will they never give us. Whether in UK, or whether in America, or whether they don't give us name or call the country all kinds of things. On account of the way leadership has gone, about, leading the people. And yet, this is a country, like Obi was saying, this is a country that is so endowed with riches, but you decided to burn the wealth. Oil has become a curse. In some places, a blessing. Solid mineral has been a blessing for some people. Some people don't even get anything. They moved ahead. Dubai, which is just an emirate, what does it have? I think when Nigeria they go stay. It doesn't stay in Nigeria. Vice president, they go stay Dubai. Desert. Somebody, one person, now decide had a vision to turn around that place. A desert. No, it's not even a country. It's a sultanate in a country. Everybody is going there. Huh? There's something wrong with us. There's absolutely something wrong. If that person will turn Dubai to what it is, you even be thinking that it's a country. You don't know that it's just a sultanate in UAE. It's not even the capital of that country. It's Abu Dhabi.
So let's speak to part of election campaigns and don't start, and the APC presidential campaign council list see they cause a lot of problem, even though say the president don't ask them to review revisit, make some amendments, and people are saying that the amendment is not even because of the complaints that people think that are legitimate, that it's because he felt he omitted some names like Festus Keyamo, Nuhu Ribadu, and the rest of them, whom are great campaigners in their words and all that. I did ask this question yesterday, but let me ask again. How do you think this team of mighty men and women of valor and caliber go fit? How you think say they go fit help, in ensuring, say, Tinubu gets re-elected for 2027?
Well, first of all, I congratulate the president. He's the head, followed by the vice president, and then whoever is the chairman and so on. I'm not a member of APC, so but I'll say congratulations to them. But if you look at the list, because if you tell me your friends, I tell you who you are. If you look at some of the people where they don't point there, those who have been indicted, they're facing ESCC case or something where they don't smear people, where they don't smear, even though they've not been convicted. They put their names there. I'm not surprised that Kiyamo is not there. I'm not surprised that what is his name? The National Security Advisor is not there. Because if you look at some of the people where they put there now, people where don't allegedly accused of stealing money. So it's like, bring the money. If you bring the money, we'll know what we're going to do. That's why you find, that's my own explanation for those people who did there. Because if these people are people you are distancing, then why would you include it in this campaign? It gives you a stain. It gives your campaign a stain. Because when people look at them, A, B, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, they say, so they don't care. It means that they don't care what the people think. They don't care what the people feel. Just come in, bring the money. That's why somebody who has stolen money, is facing EFCC, ran away, is been approved by the party. Is the party's candidate to run for a senatorial seat in Kogi. That's why somebody who stole this state's money in Delta is approved to run for a Senate seat. So you can name, there are many of them all over. That's why you see people who cannot come here because they have had a case. They've been convicted of one fraud or one crime or the other. They are still there in government. They are still part of it. They are frontliners. So when you look, you go see. That's why someone can tell you who has a case that no, they should not release his document because if you release it, it will do irreparable damage to him. I've never heard where that can be a logical argument. I've never heard anywhere where someone can open his mouth and say that. So you know that you have something that is grievously offensive, that is criminal. So keep it, don't bring it up because I will be damaged permanently. Now, so when you look at it, that's the picture, that's the optics that I see.
No, so let them go and campaign. I don't know what they're going to. I don't know what they're going to campaign on. I don't know what they're going to sell. I don't know what they're going to say to people. Because from the interview that I saw, I was looking at a couple of videos, people who were being interviewed, who do you think, who are you going to vote for? Who do you think, what do you think about this thing? I don't think that they have anything to say to that campaign team. They're probably wasting their time. They are only probably coming to come and sing, sing. When they sing finish, that's their campaign. In terms of issues that they will articulate or things, if a man told you that if I don't give you electricity, if I don't solve the problem of estimated bill, don't vote for me. So it's clear. It's not ambiguous. If a man told you that you will employ 5 million youths and you feed them with cassava, gari, and ewa, and then the soldiers, when they go front, they show us the kind of food that they give them. We haven't seen their food, better. We haven't seen the 5 million where they recruit. I mean, what are you talking about? So there are so many issues that you can that your position can pick up. So they can constitute whatever they like, put all kinds of things, put General Musa there, put all. What are they going to say to the people? Absolutely nothing. So as far as I'm concerned, they can bring in all kinds of things and bring in all people there. I don't know what they will stand at the podium and be telling people. I don't know.
Thank you. Hello, you want to chime in on that quickly?
Yeah. For me, we raised this issue yesterday. Because normally in ideal world, you see, first of all, that my main concern was that guy they put there for the NROS, whether Zach or whatever his name is. You see, that in ideal world, that guy's supposed to have resigned. They will sack him straight away. If the country has even the pressure from the press, the pressure from the public and everything.
Who wants sack him? Person will employer and I go sack him. Are you serious?
Yeah, I just tell you, because now the people, because normally what I try to talk is that if now the people, they really the answer to the people, it don't go. So if you see the UK, when you see the former prime minister now for UK, what to make the remove, what to make the quick turn, where they sack the guy, where they bring the new prime minister, when the party bring the new prime minister, because the people already, when you see the rating was so low, and they know say if they go in with that same rating for the next election, the party is gone, the party will lose power. Similar to what we get for Nigeria now, we know that the Nigerian people do not want this current administration anymore. Their rating is so poor. It's so poor. It's like even the things they've done in the country is not even encouraging. Nothing is working. They were supposed. You see, if the country, they're not even supposed to talk again. They make noise. They're not supposed to make. They're not supposed to. Nobody's supposed to even hear their voice. They will just wait. Make that date reach. Make they pack their load. Make they come out. Or maybe even the person where even they lead the way they lead the party, they're supposed to sack and since. They're supposed to sack and supposed to pack a load, it go don't go. But the country now, as they talk, say the country it not be nation yet. You see what thing I talk just now. It's like it be like say when they enter power, it gets switch where did that villa. As they just reach there, they just turn that switch off. So after they turn that switch off, they begin to do what they like. So no rules, no rules again, no law, no constitution govern us. So we are free to do whatever we like. So even the people they talk, nothing they happen. We go do what we like, we will get away with it. So that brings us to the list. When you see the list, everybody where did that list, where did the list with the public, all of them, there is a question mark in every one of them. There's a question mark. So for me, I did wait, make the campaign start, make I see what these people want to tell the Nigeria people. What they want to tell the Nigeria people. Now they waiting want come out for their mouths, make I begin here.
People will talk, say, now what for you? But they have been saying to you now that this administration has worked. They just need time to do more work. Isn't that what they're saying?
Precious. That one for social media and TV. Now they for the talk. They wait. We made they enter the campaign ground. Then the people go stand. They look their face to face as they gather. The way they say all those paid crowd where they gather. Now they wait. Make I see how they will take stand for podium. they tell the people, say, we do this, we do that. Now I think they don't start the campaign. Now they wait. Make I see what they want to campaign to the people, what they want to tell the people face to face. Then make I see the reaction of the people when go come there. When they tell the people those things, I want, because now that period that they wait for, make I see the reaction of those pay crowd, what they go give them back. Because I remember, I remember then. I think it was then the former governor of that Edo State. Was he called Lucky Igbeneghu or whatever? If you see during the day when the guy they come out for office, when they hand over to, I think it was now Shobele he hand over to Nabi or no, this other guy where they follow article now. This professor something Osumbo or something. I believe now that Osumbo come out for stage now. Come out for stage now. When the biggest stoner. They don't people begin to stone them now. The security rescued that man for stage quick. Because of the weight. So that is why sometimes I go ask myself, say, these people, they know they think. They don't just sit down and just say, okay, at least they could do things well. Even though you want, you they embezzle, they do some kind of funny thing. But now people, at least, not be you get the something. These resources, all these things belongs to the people. You are meant to use it for the people. Honestly, I need to tell you the truth. These people get mind though. They get their heart strong. Their heart strong. As in they get mind. Honestly speaking, they get mind though.
All right, so let me quickly play a video on insecurity very quickly before we wrap up the conversation. As people say they talk about things that happen for the country.
Immediately the police came, they blew their siren. When they blew the siren, they said, police are coming, take over. And that was the moment this gunfires end. We woke up in the morning of killing in Binper, and all of a sudden, we saw hillocks and gun trucks. They entered our community. We don't know anything. There was no crisis here, and the soldiers came and they started shooting, pursuing people. To crown it all, they followed our own kinsmen to their own homes. If I can take you there, you will see the bullets. In fact, that house will not stand again. And they killed these guys in their own rooms. So now, you ask yourself, are they here to protect us or they're here to kill us? So this is the plea that we have. And it's disheartening. We have lost complete trust in the Nigerian soldiers. We don't need them because they are not here for us. No one has weapon in their hands and they are busy shooting civilians. So, if there's anything, we can fight this war in a legal way. And the media can see. Let the world hear our voices. They can be here to protect cows passing. Early in the morning, if cows want to pass, you will see soldiers protecting cows. But let me tell you, anything that happens, any attack that happens here, it will be after the attack before soldiers will appear. And even if they come, if there's anything, they attack you and kill you. So we have lost countless number of lives, and we want to put an end to it, please. This is what we have to say. I'm a pastor in this community, and we have seen enough because I was actually in the scene, and we saw what happened.
All right, so let me stop it here. So I don't talk for that. Let me take your reactions quickly as we wrap up. This still concerning security for inside the country. Even as why this insecurity situation is so difficult for government to resolve. Why? You know, like we've stated here, Chilak has stated before, why is it hard to attack or bomb those communities that have been overrun? Why? If the people where they there thief the land, they not be the true occupants, that's not be the ancestral home. Why is it difficult to deal with them?
Precious, you see,
Sir.
In all of this, as they talk, I see they talk and say the country they're on autopilot. Nigeria has no leader at the moment. Nigeria not get leader. They don't get person who really ready to serve the people. You see, when Nigeria get leader, by the time when Nigeria go get leader, we're ready to serve the people. You see all these things what they talk about. Now history will be, you know, go hear about them again. You know, go hear about them. And that's just the basic answer. By the time when Nigeria get leader, we're ready. Say yes, we are ready to build a nation. We are ready to sort this whole thing out. You go see, say all these things all go your wipe out. And again, don't forget, you see, when you see that Nigeria now here, the country be like say they divide that country into different group, different sovereignty, as in everybody they claim this is my territory, this is my territory, all of them. So anything I do is like they break the country into different. So then they can't get one person with the answer to on top. So all of them is like do what you like. It's like it be like say the place you're the lawless. It's like nobody they in control. This one there's a word where they come where they you know one of those greedy words. This one will say do what you like. My turn to chop, make I chop, make I do, you know, those kind of stuff. The truth of the matter is, so to round up the whole thing, there is no leader in the country. We know the country has no leader. People you just get there, they are just they hijack the country. The country they hijack them. They begin to. So if you look, then not be today, not be one day they start to the planner. Not be one day. It's just that all these years they come, we know really Nigeria has not really has someone to say. Yes, put the foot down. So even though I want time, I want do. Even though that 4 years I will take there. But I must do things, I must put things in place, set things right. Say yes, we must get there. Because if you look, because sometimes I ask myself, because that's why you see the last time when I talk about when I started, I say part of this issue, Jonathan should share from the blame. Obasanjo themselves should share from the blame. From that 1966, just they come, all of them. Because if the right thing has been put in place from that time till now, the people who will get and the current people who will get, they're not going to smell those seat of power. They're not going near them. Because proper vetting go day. As in before you even get close to seat of power, proper vetting, proper checking, everything go day there. But unfortunately, none. Nothing. Police institution, nothing they work. Is it now the police you want to talk about? Is it the military you want? You see, everything, or now the judiciary you want to talk about? Nothing they fuck sure, nothing. Truth not they come out. Where truth supposed to come out, you not go see the truth. A country where they say the people don't know the salary, they don't know the wages where their leaders they get per annual. That is what is supposed to, those things are supposed to be in the public domain. In the public domain, everybody will get access to all those information. Nigerians do not know what the people, the so-called people they say they voted into office to lead them. The country do not know their wages. They do not know. They don't know the wages these people collect per annual. They don't know. So what are you telling me? That you say that is a country? It's not. So for the insecurity issue, we've said it times with that number that until the country has no leader, but by the time the country has someone, has a leader that is ready to work for the people, be rest assured, this insecurity will be a thing of the past.
All right, thank you. Tio, you want to chime in on that, Mr. Ken?
Well, I think person could talk again. Insecurity, it's a serious problem. I was looking at a post by Guam Nishu, and he was warning, that in certain parts of Anyuma area, that there's been a reinforcement of Fulani militia more dangerous than they had seen in the area. And so he was warning, and this is someone who is actively engaged in helping the police, to fight insurgency and banditry in the area. So I think that as the election approaches, you're going to see an influx of people into Nigeria who they intend to use for election as usual. And also to position them if things don't work their way, then they can instigate them to cause mayhem. So I think that is up to the government if they are serious. If they really are democratic the way they claim they are. If this country goes down, if they think that they can escape with their planes and all that, it's not going to be easy for them all. Because if they escape come anywhere when Nigerians in diaspora they're not going to find it easy. They won't find it easy. So
You are not going to see them for where they live there, safe now. Don't forget.
Would they see them now? Would they enter the same bus? Would they enter the same train? Would they enter the same? This place is a level. Would they see their face? Would they live? Who say we not go go there? Where they go stay? Even Trump, the capital DC, you can go there. Where person no fit go there?
See where that you know where Precious. See where that sorry. You know where Precious asked some kind of question at times I go laugh. You forget say Precious this former Senate president when he go Germany. You forget what Nigerians do to that man for Germany.
He was a visiting professor there. Calm down.
You say that calm down. If I say you will just ask some kind of question.
Precious, yeah, we go abuse the nonsense out of them. Nothing go happen. Go abuse the hell out of them. Abuse the hell out of them. They go. Maybe they stack that money where they stack. Maybe they say if anything happen, they go wrong.
Precious, you don't see the last time Aregbe came to America, that one guy went to the restaurant with him and finished him. He couldn't even eat the food he bought. He ran away.
They abandon
we see
it
them
around.
every day. Let them come. We are waiting for them. Let them take their private jet. Here, all of us be leveler. Even if you live in highbrow street, we go still see ourselves. Because at the same mall we they go, at the same restaurant, all of us they go. We go see ourselves. So let them destroy the country and run down here. We are waiting, and we shall receive them in our dearest form.
Precious, when you see them for year, fear not, they let them talk. They go follow the laws. They follow the rules. They follow the law where they meet for granted. They follow up. They obey them. They enter train, enter tram, enter buses, like every other person. When you see some of them will come to Toronto, come you don't take your time. So when you talk at that, I go laugh. When you see these people, even for university, when you see them for university, they maintain. They don't cough. Wait, but when they make me sometimes I go to ask myself when they reach that Nigeria, they oppress the people there. Eh? It's a pity.
Thank you. Let me leave you. Before I leave you guys, since you mentioned Harrison Gwaminicha, I forgot that there was a video where he was leading a protest about the bad road. Let me show you quickly as we wrap up. And they did this for a long time, about 3, 4, 5, 10 minutes. It was a long protest. The video is long. This is how it is. I'd like to say a big thank you to everyone for joining the show tonight. Please, sincere apologies for the network issue. And Mr. BC, say what is the good news today? All this good news. Let me find it. Oh, Miss OBC came late to church. The good news, I don't carry him go since. You don't come late to church.
Which good news? I don't see any good news. Or did you bring any good news out of here today?
Why are you people doing like this now?
Which good news?
Hmm?
When Mr. Obisi talked this thing yesterday, we tell Obisi say, not expect any good news. Oh.
But not
For
me, they
3
write the
days,
story now.
Mr. Obisi, now you say for the past 3 days,
now they read them from.
today make the other day, the day they sleep for road for the past 3-4 days. Imagine people. I just think of say people when they come, they want to catch their flight back to their destination, whether Europe or America or anywhere they come back. They go they stranded. They go miss their flight. They go miss everything. I just they imagine those kind of a thing. That some of those people now go they will be say they try to return back to Europe or America or whatever. They go they stranded for road like that. They don't go fit move. I'm just imagining. I just imagine her. It's a pity.
It's sad. It's sad. So on that note, since I don't see good news that they find out, but I think I dropped some good news now. We talked about APC presidential campaign cancel now. That's the good news now. The election is moving
Precious, why you find trouble?
Sir?
Why you find trouble?
Okay, good night, sir. See why Danjuma, thank you so much. Thank you so much for coming. I appreciate
Mr. Obisi, one of the good news, there was a woman who is a fish farmer. All her fishes died on the road. Beautiful news. Good night,
Mr. K, that was a good news. I was find trouble.
This is not fair. All right, Nigerians, thank you so much. I appreciate you guys. I love and appreciate you. Let's continue to speak for the growth and development of our nation. And I like to, I don't want to appeal. I don't know if it's an appeal or perhaps make a statement concerning the bigotry in the comment section. Honestly speaking, I do not think that the kind of reaction that person raised today was necessary at all, because nobody insulted any tribe on this platform today. I mean, none of the speakers did so. So what brought about the ethnic bigotry? I don't know, if it's not something that is inherent in you. So I think we should just learn to be more tolerant about one another. The fact that, I mean, on the day here, the same when you visit some people, they intolerant. Some of you obedient, when you get intolerant of others, you see the way I quickly also respond to it. That's because I think that there's actually need for us to be tolerant of one another. And, you know, going to fund ethnic baiting and all of those, it's really very unfortunate that that's the only thing we can be proud of in this government. And you see, I'm sorry to say, but I would like to blame it too on this administration. Reason is that I've said this before, and I want anybody to fact check me. I don't think since I became an adult, I don't think there's any, or since I know myself or started knowing politics, maybe when I become adult, I start to know politics. I don't think there's any administration that Nigerians have been so divided along ethnic and religion line like this. I don't think so. And it's unfortunate that we're letting this happen. Why? These days, you see a Nigerian, the first thing you ask is, where are you from? What state are you from? Haba. And unfortunately, the Port Harcourt where I was born and grew up, we don't even know how to ask you where you're from, Seth. And all of a sudden, it's become a thing now in our country. That's very unfortunate. And it should be embarrassing enough for government that they should do something about it. And whilst that is happening, we still have an administration that you're running a Muslim ticket, and you have had Muslim clerics who come and endorse your party, your candidacy. If tomorrow now Christian leaders endorse another candidate, now it will be a problem. It will look like, oh, because the person is a Christian candidate. It's not fair. The kind of things that we see happening under this administration, I think the president can start the course for change. And I've said this based on the people, and I've used examples of people who has worked as a spokespersons as an example. The kind of things that Bayo Ononuga have said, against other ethnic groups, both in the past and present. If the president has had as much as come out to say that, no, these things, no, we should stop that. In fact, in any of his statements, you can even say that, oh, we do not support ethnic rivalry, we should tolerate, it would have been beautiful. It would go a long way to send the right message. Nigeria is a country where people rely basically on the body language of the person in power. And that's why everybody would think that they can come and sing on your mandate and the president will be happy. Why? Because they notice it makes him happy. If another person comes tomorrow and they find out there's another music that makes him happy, that's how they'll begin to sing. So anybody who leads Nigeria is the shining example that Nigerians follow. And I beg the president, I fear for my life, the life of my born and unborn children, the way we go about this ethnicity thing. It's so fearful that someday somebody may just ask where you come from and then just want to do away with you. Because we may think it's a joke. That's why it starts from Rwanda. The cockroaches, finish them. That's how it starts. It's unfortunate. I mean, see what Davos said just now, that if things continue the way it is in the Middle Belt, that there may be an ethnic war in the Middle Belt. It's unfair. See the number of communities that have been displaced. According to Amnesty International, over 600, going to 700 communities displaced. That is they no fit go back to their homes again. And instead of us to look at the root cause and look at possible ways to return them to their ancestral homes, we're rather looking at even establishing ranching in the states where people are displaced. How about now? Government, we can do better. Please, we're begging. We're begging. Enough of it. The toxicity is so much. And for anybody who thinks, one, I should not look at comment section. The essence of this platform is actually for it to be very conversational, for people to comment, and then we read the comments, we react to the comments, for people to call in, for people to, send messages via WhatsApp. That's the essence of this platform. So I cannot change the brief of the program because I'm not supposed to be responsible. Whoever told you is unprofessional? I should teach you professionalism, not you teaching me. If your comments are sensible, why should it not be read out here? And a couple of times we've read out messages, even asked questions through the comment section. So no, there's nothing unprofessional about it. Please, go and verify. So please, I beg us, we can actually stop all of this. It's very nauseating. It's very nauseating that the only thing matured minds know is to drag about, you hate Igbo, you hate Yoruba, you hate this, the politicians you're even fighting for self, one day go even reconcile, hug and kiss each other. The people are here. It's a shame on us as adults that we let the decision of our fellow adults shape our lives and shape our view about ourselves. It's very shameful and embarrassing that we do not develop the mind of our own based on our experiences with people around us, but rather judge people around us based on perception of others. It's really unfortunate. I'd like to say a big thank you to everyone. Please, guys, I love you guys and appreciate you.
President, just a quick one before you go. Sorry.
Sir?
Just a quick one. Juba, Mr. Kane, the 500 Muslims, who they say they gather, we can support APC, how do they call them? The 500.
Before you respond to that, this is how the see, I don't like to respond to faceless people like you. Please, is there any time I've come to this platform and focused on any ethnic group or religion in my conversation, if it is not something in the news? And do I write the news? Do I not show paper proofs where the stories are coming from? In what way did we pay attention to any Yoruba group here in this conversation today? So I should forget about President Bola Tinubu, who's the president. I should face my father in the grave as the core of the conversation. If people say road is bad and they call the president for the road, I should rather blame my father, not blame Tinubu for it. If people are talking about the security and the number of people that have died, Tinubu is no longer the president. Did I even mention that he's a Yoruba man when I was talking about the problem? If not, that is your own ethnic bigotry. And I don't want to say foolishness because I want to believe he should be sensible enough not to be that foolish.
No, he's not. He borrowed his brain out.
And like I have told you, for everything that you support, may it be upon you. May the pain and woes of people who have died and suffered because of the failure of government in Nigeria, may it befall you and your generation, so that you will understand how it is. And I tell you that when I get passionate about this country, I get passionate because I've been affected by this country, both personally and I think I've told all of us here how my father died. And I am suffering it personally. So I am speaking from personal experience of failure of government. It's not because anybody told me. And if my father were the president and feels like that, I will speak against him. It be like, you people should be knowing from example now that I may be stubborn now. And I go, they know, say, I not be person with the control. You should have been noticing it by now that I be like Aerofy. Those of us who know to talk, it gets the problem where we get peculiar. So you should know by now. It's very unfortunate. You come and you look for excuse.
There's a short people they find trouble.
I know they find trouble. You come and you look for excuse to just be a non-entity. Oh, please give me a break. Go ahead, please. Hello, please wrap up with that. Let's go home.
I say make I put the question to everybody where they here. Una sure say not be the same the way they take rent fake bishop. Because since nobody there, because say during 2022 stroke, that's 2020, there was no Reverend Father where endorse that party. So nobody wants. So what they go do now they can go rent fake bishop come. Say fake bishop come.
I don't know what you're talking about. Hello.
The rest of them know. If you don't know, the rest know. So this I'm sure some of the same thing still happen. So they go gather people. When they say they are Muslim terrorists, that they endorse them. Are you sure? I didn't hear you.
One thing is certain. Even those clerics, if they go their circle, go talk anyhow, the youths in the north are waiting for them.
Okay.
They know where they can go and say all those things they want to say. Feel the pulse of the country. Even the polls that Edekegbe arrange, they are feeling in those polls.
Okay.
They are feeling in those polls, so they know everything now is about propaganda. That's what they have turned on. That's where they are going. So don't worry. Look, they endorsed them in 2022, 2023. Something that they still came, snatch it, grab it, and run. But this time around, though, they cannot snatch, they cannot grab. Even Ron said they no go feel run because we ready. All of us did gidigba for ground. No, don't bother yourself. They can even go and call Osama bin Laden from the sea to come and endorse them. That's okay. We are waiting. But like I said earlier on Saturday, I said you will not see those jingoism coming out now to say, oh, is a ethnic bigot, is a religious bigot, or big call people to take their country from the church. You won't see those people coming out to say anything now. But let Obi go to one church tomorrow and say, take back your country. You will see all of them will jump out from the bush.
Well,
please, let's see Precious to go sleep, please.
Thank you so much. I appreciate you guys. Thank you. Thank
if it's not busy, they ask you for the link.
Audi,
we have
come out of your sewage.
So Mr. Peter joins us on Wednesday evening, and it promises to be a great conversation Wednesday evening.
Not be the one way come out for this thing.
On a movement, Hi Chief Peter, he joins us on Wednesday. So let's hope so. You can come with your questions, and we'll start at 7 p.m.
Okay.
When?
On Wednesday?
Wednesday, that's
yes,
tomorrow.
No, that's next tomorrow. That's next tomorrow.
Yes. Wednesday get us
you don't date Tuesday already now. You don't date Tuesday already now.
Me, I don't date Tuesday where?
You don't you date Nigeria. You don't date Tuesday already now.
And now they talk. I think on Wednesday they join us now. Yes, I'm on Tuesday.
So for you now tomorrow now, Abby.
Yes. No, not be today. Yes, not tomorrow for me.
Yeah. Yeah.
The time no suit me.
The 7-8 p.m.
Now
you know saying so UK people they complain say be like said they host the shows for those of them with the US alone.
I go just show face briefly.
But if you have questions, it'll be nice. You can send your questions. I'll ask them so you go back and watch.
Okay, I like the guy, but I like to hear from him.
Okay.
Sorry, who is it? The guy don't come. Who will be the guy? So, sorry, I don't know if you
Google it. Google his name. Google his name, please. Hi, Chief Peter me.
Peter Ome. Oh, Peter Ome. Is it the
Amen.
Now our runaway will be there. We dey wait for her. Make it come. Go welcome her.
Oh, okay.
Why you live on a run now? But not be under in this in the contest.
I think under in this the contest.
Yeah,
I think it was the not the campaign general I'll be waiting in the column. General, we abandon in
post.
When they come, we go ask him why abandon. You don't see the 3 person.
Maybe if we still give a small hand, if Precious go allow, if Precious not they allow that, they allow, they allow them. Those kind of people. Sometimes the good make person they flog them. We give them some kind word we say it go make them more comfortable.
But he's a good guy. He's a good guy. He's a good guy. We'll hear what he's going to say.
He abandon post. As far as he abandon post, now be good guy again.
So anybody will no follow for your anybody will no do it in suit you happy.
Precious. Maybe we tell ourselves no. We see you see yourself. I be no say you the talk am. The way that country be, you like him.
So must everybody work for you?
No, I don't say no. Like I tell everybody get the right to follow who they want follow. But because the way I feel am, because the way I feel, because it's like you see evil. You see evil, you open your eye, you support that evil. No. Everybody they see them. We just see everybody they see them. They open your eye, they support that same evil. It don't make sense now. Okay, I agree. Say yes, I dey educated, I dey enlightened, and all that. I don't go open my eye, I don't go see bad thing. Make I go, may I come on, may I go to support. I see where I dey now. I see the way everything they go, how everything they work. Now they complain and say your brother you pay for service when you pay for, they get them. For me now, make I they pay for service and maybe 2-3 days. Those my optic fiber or whatever, all those my stuff, it not work properly. I go call the provider straight away. You go see where they apologize. Even sometimes they go even tell me, it's okay, for this month, okay, they go put some discount for this month. And all that. Sometimes I go even tell them, say, I want to close them. You go see the way they go, they beg. So when you complain, you they laminate concerning this something like that, and they feel up. So you see the other day, I say, why do you not go to them? Tell them the days when you not work, tell them may they refund you back. All right, we'll be done the pack our load. Go ahead. I love you guys. Good night. That's it.
Please remember to protect your mental health above all. It's don't let anything disturb that your mental health. I beg, it is very important. By all means, try not to be affected, and by all means, don't die. Let's all stay alive. One day go better. I love
Precious, one thing. I beg, no vex. Quickly, okay, tell Howdy. Say tomorrow I go bring native doctor for him. If he make any film, don't finish.
Now for what you could go bring and come from. Good night and God bless you guys. Bye.